Yeah, welcome everyone to our second episode of the Idol 2021 podcast series. If you do not know, we previously did this in 2019. We had, I think, two bouts before we realized everyone was just in a constant Idol circle jerk. I think that's the PC way of saying it, or just constantly validating one another. So now, with me as a huge Blackpink fan, I just feel like,
And me as,
as an
main
Idol
chat
anti.
lurker. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
just as an Idol anti, we find this is the perfect time since neither one of us really likes Idol. No, just kidding, just kidding.
Yeah, pacifier. It's really hard to find like good time slots for every single person, which is probably why Ristrosti is late as well, or Wrist, or Rye. I don't know what you
I
guys
just
call
call
him.
him
I call him
Rye.
Wrist.
I just call
I
him
call
Rye.
him
I just call
Wrist.
him Rye.
I don't know. Ristrosti sounds really sick.
It's really difficult. But if you do not know, or if this is your first time joining us, my name is Crimson. I, for the most part, will be a co-host, but I will be introducing topics here and there. Today, I am joined by.
I'm Potato, or Tato, or Tater, or Tata, or numerous other things. We kind of discussed how we were going to make it like a better podcast, or
Mhm.
potatis. See, why did I say C? Why am I? Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. We were discussing, how we could improve things as the, I guess, three hosts, Rai, Krim, and I, and we were saying how it should be more natural. I think last time, um, it definitely felt like you were asking a lot of the questions, and then
Right.
it
Yeah.
was just people answering.
Mhm.
Um, Whereas it would have been really good if you could have like your input as well, and it's more of a discussion rather than like question asking, I feel like.
Oh, 100%. And that's kind of like what we got back as well, where it was like, oh, you guys are just doing a Q&A, and then occasionally, like, people would just answer. But speaking of that, actually,
Exactly.
I just want to reiterate that if at any point you do want to talk about something, just feel free to put your hand up. Mamek, you can just immediately join if you want. I think you are listed actually as a host. There you go. But yeah,
Yeah.
if you at all want to talk or anything like that, want to come up on stage, definitely just raise your hand and we will try our best to drag you in. We might not do it instantly, but we will try our hardest. Also, I just want to give a heads up. We will be moving people quietly just back to the audience now and then, right after you have answered, just so that we don't overcrowd the stage and just so that we are not having, weird feedback mic issues as well. But other than that, I think we are good to go. Everyone is here except for Rai, who is sleeping. I want to thank once again everyone for coming out, and to Marc as well, who has graciously yet again volunteered to give us a nice little musical performance. I know his voice is hurting today, so we are thankful for just having him in general today. But I want to start it off with, Last Dance recently came out, I think about 2 days ago. What are your initial thoughts?
Do you want to go first, Alex?
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Nah, you go. You go.
I can break
Nah.
this like tension
Yeah,
right now.
go for it. Go for it.
There you
Go
go.
for it.
I can break the tension. I actually love Last Dance. I know a lot of people were hating on it or saying, not necessarily hating on it, but just disliking it and saying, this is not typical Idol sound. But I really love it. I love that chorus. It's so good. There's something about that. There's something about Woogie's voice, dude, in this song specifically that is absolutely like, it's so appealing to hear, honestly. And I think it's kind of a shame that we don't have Sujin in this song, obviously, because I feel like a lot of the parts that she would normally do in that pre-chorus, the bridge into that like full Mion chorus, was taken over by Minnie and was taken over by Woogie. But I feel like they stepped up to the plate, so to speak. Like it's so well done. I really liked it.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I don't know. If Sujin was there, I don't think we'd get as many Shuho parts as well. I'm not sure if I'm like saying this or thinking this right, but
I think she did take a couple of
yeah,
parts that would have.
she took over a couple parts, pretty sure, right?
Yeah, I think so.
I
Yeah.
I
I'll be
definitely
honest. I
agree
only
with
listened to
that.
it a couple of times so far,
Mm.
but
Yeah, don't worry.
Wait,
I
she only
told
has the
them to
chorus? I
listen
feel
to
like
it
it
like three
was.
times.
Sorry, what were you
was
saying?
someone said that
You told us to listen to it 3 times. What did you say?
she only has the chorus.
I don't know.
Or-
I feel like she has to start as well, no? And she also has a couple parts where she's dancing in front, or like center.
Oh yeah, no, like during the choreo, she was like front.
Exactly. Like,
that
I guess it's not
pretty
just
cool.
the line part,
That was
but
pretty cool.
I don't know. For me, like, line distribution isn't really anything, like, or everything.
Right.
And I think that at the start of when they debuted, she was also further in the back because her dancing was weaker, but now she's a bit more confident with it. She's definitely better with it. And she's definitely been moved to the front more, which is great. You know, I love some Shukwa visuals myself, rather than having her in the back.
I 100% agree with your statement on line distribution not meaning a lot. I find it very weird when people measure, you know, the value of a song or the mark of a song by saying, you know, oh my goodness, my bias only had like 1 second of song or something like that. And it's like, well, I mean, no kidding, right? She's the main dancer. She's literally center. Like, what else do you think she's gonna do? Like, I can't think of off the top of my head.
I do understand it, but
yeah, I mean, I'm not biased at all, right? But like, yeah, sorry, carry on.
I definitely agree, Fleepy. I don't think it was like a 10 out of 10, but I really liked it still. I would honestly say it's like an 8 or 9. It's so good.
I think I said when someone asked, I think I said it was like a 6 or 7 to me. Like, it's not amazing.
Oh, you're turning into a robot.
Oh, like... robot Alex right now.
Oh, really?
Dude, imagine having like 200 download speed, but still having a shitty mic like this.
I think it's probably my work laptop.
that was just randomly uncalled for.
Sorry.
Randomly uncalled for. I don't even know what just warranted that.
Wait.
Was just... No, did he hit you or something in League? Is that why you're saying that? Like, what happened?
No, I'm kidding. It's
what
because he keeps fishing for me. He keeps fishing.
30 down. Okay, 30 down.
All right. What I was gonna say was, I think the chorus, you know, when it just goes to the music without any singing, that part hits hard, dude. I really enjoy that.
You mean the instrumental, right?
Yeah, the instrumental part, like where it's just instrumentals, no one's singing, and it's like got that kind of like boppy sounds. I don't even know my music. I don't know how to describe music. So yeah, I guess
runaway vibe.
What Gnome says. Yeah, definitely. I mean, yeah, definitely enjoyed the song. It's not classical idol, like you said at the start as well. But it's good to see them exploring different areas and seeing how they can, you know, go into different sounds as well.
Well, question about that. When you say like classical idol, right? Do you think that's necessarily a bad thing that it's not classical idol and that?
No, not
like,
at all.
Because like when we were talking about it in idol chat, what I specifically said was like it's pushing, you know, the envelope of what idol music is, and for the most part, at least for me, I find that idol music typically is always pushing some sort of boundary, right? Whether it is like a cultural influenced, you know, vibe or anything like that. I'm not talking about like CA or anything. I'm just talking about like, oh, you know, I like Latin music, so I'm gonna try to make my own K-pop Latin sound sort of thing. But I find that like it's pushing, you know, the boundaries of what exactly they can get away with. And so for me at least, like I don't think idol necessarily has one sound. And I know I've like seen people talk about like idol sound this, idol sound that, but like I don't know. For me personally, it's like it's really hard to distinguish what exactly is idol and what exactly is like new.
Right. I mean, what idol sound is just, you know, taking ideas from other cultures. No, I'm kidding. Sorry, I'm really toxic today, aren't I? I think that idol, you know, having those cultural. No, I'm going back to the right topic. Right. I think that with the current song, as like a 3-year group, you know, they have so much time to explore what their sound is, and being able to explore whatever they want to do within their time is going to be really important. What I wanted to ask you, I know that you're the host and you ask the questions usually, but do you think that this song is going to guide them into their songs in the future? Like, is this sound, I guess, going to be something that
they want to continuously to chase and stuff?
Yeah.
To be honest, no. I think that like I think it's a one and done type of sound. It's like Relay, right? Like after Relay came out, we didn't really get anything like that until like I Trust. I like Relay, but I think that was specifically made just for like that. I believe it was show or game or something, right? And I think that for universe wise, like when we get content like this, I think it's specifically made with universe in mind, just because of how safe universe is. Like, or Korean movie? Wait, really is? Oh, animated. Yeah, you're right.
Sorry. I thought it was like a cartoon show. I thought it was a show.
I thought it was a show or a game, but I guess it is an animated movie, yeah. Oh, yeah, you're right. It is an animated Running Man type of thing. Yeah, you're right. Apologies.
Is my sound
It's a
better
lot
now, by the way?
better. Yeah, a lot
Yeah, it's a
better.
it's a
Alright,
lot
cool. I
better.
have no idea what happened. I have no idea what happened.
It's fine now.
You
It's
got
all-
ganked by like
I'm using-
Optimus Prime or something.
Yeah, so I complain about my actual laptop all the time. The one I use for work is like way worse, but
No.
it doesn't.
No,
You're
no, no,
back
no,
to
no,
bad.
no, no, no.
You're
You're
back
getting
to being
Scion
bad.
ulted. Scion's ulting you. You're getting Scion ulted.
That's a nocturne ult.
Oh, true. Nocturnal.
That,
It's a darkness.
yeah.
I can't see anything.
Darkness.
Help me, help me.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's a really good, good exploration to different areas. I know that you're saying that there isn't like a specific sound for Idle.
Mhm.
I think they definitely have a style. I wouldn't say it's a specific
Oh,
sound.
100%. Yeah.
I mean, there's definitely differences between a style and a sound, right?
Right.
But what I would say is, because they got their first win so early onto their career, I think that they wanted to play it safe by using those similar themes and styles, whereas this song, diverges out of that.
Yeah, no,
I don't know. That's my
100%. I still agree on your style point. It's just for me right now, I don't think that they're gonna continuously chase this type of style, just because I feel like you said, they're trying to play it safe. I feel like this is a very safe sound. At least in my opinion. Some people might not find it safe. I think it's a very safe, like, clubhouse.
Yeah, I mean, I was thinking like if
something
I
like
was
that.
going to like a mall, I would hear an instrumental of the song somewhere.
In like a clothing store or something. I
Yeah,
feel
exactly.
That. I feel
Like-
that. Honestly, that's
yeah,
what
yeah,
I
yeah.
kind of thought of as well. When I like first listened to it, I'm like, am I shopping right now? Like,
Exactly.
it's one of those songs where you like bob your head and you're like, oh, okay, this actually
Exactly.
sounds nice. And then you're like, wait a minute, what are they saying? Like,
Yeah.
I find it really, really cool. But
Yeah.
speaking of, Last Dance, and we talked about the new Idol release, we kind of had to talk about the new ITZY release. ITZY just
Yeah, I gave it
released-
one listen.
Okay.
Yeah.
You don't really sound. You don't really. You don't really sound.
about that. One listen was enough for me.
You don't really sound too like hyped up or anything like that.
Yeah, no. I mean, you could talk about it more than I can.
Yeah. Man. Where do I start? I love Icy. I love Wannabe. I love Not Shy. I love Dala Dala. When we were talking, it kind of goes back to what we were talking about, right? There's a certain style, there's a certain sound. I feel like ITZY has both sound and style really coordinated to each other. And like, it's weird when a group is not really pushing the boundaries too often, and then they start to push the boundaries. You're like, wait a minute, what's happening? Like, for ITZY, for Mafia in the Morning, I really feel like it's new to them, and that's not necessarily like my cup of tea. I mean, it's really catchy. The chorus is catchy, and I kind of have like a topic about that just coming up here. But like, for me at least, I would give it about like a 6 out of 10, to be honest. And that's like assuming Icy is about a 9 out of 10 for me.
I don't know if I would even go up to.
I mean, I'm being generous. I'm not trying to get canceled. It seems like you're trying to get canceled.
Yeah, just today's like cancel Tato day, but
Yeah, you're trying to get canceled.
It just wasn't for me. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, that's so safe. That's such a safe answer.
I just didn't
That's
really
so
enjoy
safe.
it. I've been enjoying another song that came out in 2019.
Okay.
Called what's it called? Lullaby for a Cat. And I'm trying to learn the rap right now. And I've been addicted to that. And that kind of vibe is where I'm going for.
Isn't that Epic High?
Yeah, Epic Eye.
Oh, okay. I recognize the name.
so-
I'm like, wait a minute, what?
Dude, I've been watching all night videos on it and like watching cats fall asleep to that song. So yeah, no time for
Wait,
ITZY is what I'm saying.
What's it called? What's it called?
Lullabies for a Cat, or Lullaby for a Cat. Yeah,
That sounds amazing.
it is a really good song.
It's a really good song. But speaking about, in our opinion, I
back to
guess, not so good song. I don't know how to transition that, but
Wait, does anyone in chat have like good things to say about it, or like what they want to say? Maybe we can bring it to them.
Cruel, you want to come up?
Describe.
While we fish for people to say nice things about the song, something that something that I thought immediately when I was listening to it was that it reminded me a lot of Hot Issues debut song,
Mhm.
Gratata, because they both have like the rap intro and then they have a similar structure and a vaguely similar sound. And I'm wondering if that's like kind of where we're heading with this specific type of girl group, with the girl crush girl groups being more and more rap focused. Maybe I think that could be interesting. And while I didn't like either song, um, I'm definitely interested to see groups heading in that direction.
Mm. Well,
And Cruel, I know, loved this song. He liked this
Cruel
song
had
a
his hand up.
lot.
I do, but I'm struggling to find a way to describe it.
Or like why you like it.
Yeah, I guess just aggressiveness, because it feels like they have never been this aggressive.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean,
It's a very strong start to the song, and then it just
right.
carries on, just being in your face.
Well, I definitely like the aggressiveness of the rap breaks. Like that was very surprising on how like kind of in your face. You know, I'm not really sure if you described it that way, but in your face, like it felt. For me at least, the deal breaker was like the chanting type of like chorus, and I understand like in the dynamic of a concert, right? Not everyone wants to constantly sing a chorus or anything like that. You kind of want to have that, you know, so to speak, disruptive just chanting chorus. And that kind of leads me into the next topic that I want to talk about. Do you feel like this song, or you know, like you were talking about that hot issue kind of style, do you think it's kind of leading us into this new age of just chanting choruses? Because we kind of saw it like before with Zimzalabim, and Zimzalabim got heavily criticized. It was kind of like a split song through the middle from Red Velvet fans, or Revelovs, I think that's what they're called. But do you feel like we are moving towards a push for no chorus songs? This is just a general question.
Oh, the anti-chorus. Oh no, it's
Mhm.
coming back.
Alright, all I'm saying
Um,
is I'm currently listening to Grasata, so you guys can talk about that.
all right. What did you think of the chorus? Cruel. I mean, obviously, I already know what you think of the chorus. But for the people that have not watched your video, what do you think of the chorus of
My brain is so
Mafia?
yes. Well, I mean, I don't know how to describe it honestly. I don't mind it at all. Like, I just don't think it's a problem. I also didn't realize what Kim said, that it's kind of like a new trend. I always thought that this exists and sometimes it's utilized. Some groups do it, some don't. Like, it's a very, it reminds me a bit of YG, I guess.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a very YG type of thing to do, to be honest.
I feel like it's becoming more and more of a JYP thing. It's like
Yeah,
not
maybe.
just YG, because like I don't think ITZY really has done it before, but like it's definitely there in like Twice stuff, and I don't know. It's not something that I personally like. Sometimes when it's like in little bits and pieces here and there, it's fine. But
To play devil's advocate,
I don't know. Do they?
would you consider the line "I see that I'm icy" and things to that end? Would you say that's kind of a chanting chorus? Because, like, in my opinion, I would say it is.
Yeah, kind of. I think so too.
Because, like, this, if we're gonna assume that that is a chanting chorus or something like to that end, then like, is it too far off to say that this is sort of like Itzy's, you know, go-to style, so to speak?
I mean, maybe. I think they always have like that. I know that this is how pop music works before anyone tries to get smart, but there's always this one little bit that really grabs you with ITZY's songs. But it's like a phrase more than like a sound. Um, so I guess maybe it is just how they do their songs, but I don't know. I can't honestly remember what the catchy part of um
Mafia in the morning.
is it called In the Morning?
They just say I've heard people say mafia, but I've also heard like
All right.
Koreans say mafia in the morning because the full thing is mafia in the morning.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, basically. The Hangul
I
is
can't
now.
actually. Yeah, I can't remember what the catchy part was. Like, I didn't hate the song. That like I didn't dislike it, but I was very much like, there's something missing.
Yeah.
It's not. It doesn't.
So
It doesn't feel
especially-
finished.
I finished listening to Grasata. I could say that I
Mhm.
like Grasata more than Itzy's song. I can't
Okay.
tell you why, but I see what you mean by the fullness of the song. There's like more substance, whether it be with the instrumentals or with the vocals or the rap. I'm not sure what it is, but there is more oomph to it than there was on Itzy's one, I feel like.
Okay.
Uh,
Yeah.
We're talking about Hot Issues debut, right?
Yes.
Yes.
I feel the opposite actually. I feel like
Oh.
Gratata was kind of empty to me, like in a whole landscape of was kind of just there and trying to be epic, but it wasn't to me. So Itzy kind of did exactly that to me, what you described Gratata did, I guess.
How strange.
I actually hard
Yeah.
agree with that, to be honest. Like for Itzy,
So-
at least, I got hooked on the line "I'm a what is it? I'm the mafia." I think that's what Yuna
Yeah,
says.
yeah.
I'm the mafia, and then they just like ring ding 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 or something like that. Like that's the
Yeah,
immediate. That's the immediate. Like literally, those are lyrics from the song. By the way, that is literally the chorus. It's "I'm the mafia," and then I think it's
It's
Yeji
Mama
or...
Mafia.
Oh yeah, and then it's like something like ring ring ding 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 ding. I don't know. If people
Ring,
vilify,
ding,
I just
dong.
want to say
No,
right now,
that's a different song.
because they are.
Ding, ding,
I just want to say right now, because they
ding,
are
ding,
sister groups. If people vilified Chaeyoung for singing, what is it? Lisky, risky. This is an emergency or something like that. I don't know.
Risky.
Like
Risky. Wiggy.
Wiggy,
This is
yeah,
an
yeah.
emergency.
Yeah. Do you think they're gonna talk about that line? Like ring ding 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 ding, or look up in the sky, it's a bird, it's a plane. Like what is
Oh,
that?
boy.
There's been some suspicious lyrics recently, not gonna lie. I don't know if you listened
Yeah,
to B2B's Backdoor, but Peniel talking about licking like a Tootsie Pop, dude.
Whoa!
Oh man.
Whoa! I did not
Dude,
listen
some
to that.
some suspicious lyrics are being written by some people right now.
It's like that meme where
it's
it's like you
it's
don't
COVID,
know
it's
English.
getting to 'em.
It is COVID, but it's also that meme where like people don't know exactly what it translates to in English, and they just see that it's in
Oh,
English,
yeah.
and they're like, "Oh yeah, that
Yeah,
sounds
but-
cool." It's like
But
what?
Peniel knows what
Yeah.
a Tootsie Pop is. You know.
Oh,
what he's
100%.
talking
Yeah,
about.
no,
100%.
Dude, he's
100%.
just
100%.
very
But
lewd.
but the mafia and hot issue comparison is very very interesting for sure.
Yeah.
Like,
I think
they do-
you know,
yeah.
with no mention that she liked or didn't like Itzy sound in general. What is this TT? This I like this TT more than Shy and Dalla Dalla. But I really like Dalla Dalla. I don't know what it was about Dalla. Title track.
Title
Of
track.
course. I don't know. I was thinking about Twice's
Smooth
TT.
brain.
Are you
Yes, smooth brain.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I get
come on,
called
man.
smooth brain by my students sometimes.
Like
TT is also
I
crying
like
emoji.
I like Icy and Wannabe. I think I maybe
Yeah.
like Wannabe more, and I don't know if I like Wannabe more just because of how many times I heard it. Because oh god, everybody danced to it. Everybody did. So like
That's
I,
true.
I don't know if it's just the classic K-pop Stockholm syndrome.
I think it's just the choreo, to be honest, was like really catchy.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so good. So good.
Here we have the emote.
Yeah, and like it's such a good choreo. Like
Exactly.
the song is really good in its own means, but I think it's overshined by the choreo for the most part.
Yeah, it's this song with the current emote that we're spamming in chat, Floofy.
I think Cruel did. I don't know about you guys. I think Cruel did. Did anybody else listen to the actual album of Itzy?
No.
Yeah, no, I did not. I heard the title track, or I heard at least Mafia in the Morning, and I'm like, you know what? That was, not as compelling as I thought it was. I did not expect, that title track to kind of be like that. And for me, and this is going to sound really bad, and I really hope I don't get canceled, but I've never been one to be like, oh my god, yo, that Itzy B-side, turn it up. Like, I don't know anyone who is actively
no,
like...
to be fair, what I've seen in chat so far is that people have been saying, oh, the B-sides are like banging, dude. They're actual bangers.
Yeah, like that's what I've
Yo,
been
Surf, turn it
saying.
up.
It's like just C-related songs or just bangers, like Dolphin. Oh my god.
I don't know, because for me...
what's the one that everyone's saying is really good? It's like Shoot. Is that the one that's supposed to be really good on this?
I think
No.
Shoot is the new one. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, isn't that supposed to be really good or something?
I guess.
Maybe I'll give it a go. I'm always disappointed, but
I wouldn't be able to
I
tell you,
always
to be honest.
expect.
So for me, the reason why I don't really listen to ITZY B-sides is because like I have a bad experience on Not Shy, where I don't
Same.
know. Not Shy was like
You listen to the album.
no. I love the album, but it's like the B-sides were like, okay, can I just go back to the title track again? Like I love that title so much. What album has 24 hours?
Yes,
What is
sorry,
that?
not
Is
sorry.
it
That's
It's
the one
Me?
that I was thinking of.
It's me, yeah.
It's Me. Oh my god, 24 hours. I just want to say this right now for the record. 24
24
hours is literally like the laziest copy I've ever heard of. Cause there ain't no holler back, girl. Cause there ain't no holler back. Like that is literally the same sound. I was
True,
like, what am I
true.
listening to? Cause it 24 hours and there ain't no holler back, girl. I'm surprised no one has ever made that comparison. Like it literally sounds exactly the same.
I'm
not
sure
sure.
there has been somewhere. Have you Googled it already?
No, I'm not on that hate train. I like ITZY. Although it sounds like I am like, oh my god, I hate ITZY. I actually do like them a lot. I do.
I don't really
I'm
hate any
OT3.
group. Huh?
Sorry, you don't hate any group or?
What's OT3?
Oh, I'm OT3 on ITZY. Yeji, Ryujin, and Leah.
Excuse me.
Chitty Young
Okay.
has like no
You
lines.
just wanted to skip straight
Chitty Young
past
has
that
like
and
no
go into
lines,
it.
dude. And then like
You literally said at the start, it's not about the lines. That's what you
Oh
said.
yeah, I mean it's not about
It's
the
not about-
Yeah, hold on. It's not about the lines in your opinions. In my opinions, it's all about the lines.
You said it yourself.
I know.
Literally word for word said it's not about the line distribution. You're literally a
Okay,
main
a
dancer.
hypocrite.
This is
Yeah.
oh.
Okay, fine,
Oh, man.
guys. I was just kidding. I'm OT5. I was kidding. I was
That's a bit
kidding.
sus.
I was kidding. I think
Dude,
Crimson's
this-
looking a bit sus.
You guys have Bri as well, right? Dude, we are naming this podcast on YouTube as hosts get cancelled looking for new hosts.
Oh, 100%. It's just an offer.
Yeah.
This is just,
Yeah.
an open
Ouija.
invitation.
Ouija is our new host.
Yeah, it's just
Vote-
like a
vote for Ouija.
rotating cast of hosts because like each week there's a new reason for the host to be cancelled.
Idlecord get
Uh,
cancelled part 15.
I'm gonna normally we would move Cruel back to stage, but he brought up a hot issue, and I want to ask this question, and I really am passionate about this. What is your favorite debut this year so far? So 2021. I'm not talking about like late 2020.
Girl group or
Any group you want. For me, I'm gonna start off Majors. I absolutely love Majors. They're such a crazy group. I love their choreo videos. I love how they have music videos for every single release right now. They're somewhat Nugu. I highly suggest looking up Majors. Spit It Out is one of the best songs to come out this year. It is so good.
I'm just gonna say that
Lightsome does not count because they have not debuted yet.
Just gonna say that I like Dancing in the Starlit Night way more than Spit It Out, but okay.
Yeah, Dancing in the Starlit Night, was really good. It's just for me, I just love Spit It Out. And we were talking about, that chanting chorus and like spit it out. Like I don't know, it's addicting. It's addicting to hear.
Wait, Jen, do you want to
Purple
come
Kiss
chat
was this
about
year,
this,
right?
or
Purple Kiss
wait, you just want us-
was
They were this. Were
They were
this
this
year?
year, yes.
Oh,
Let me
then
just
them.
confirm.
Absolutely, 100%. There's no doubt about it.
So this year,
Like,
so
no,
far,
Purple
it's
Kiss is
been,
2020. My Heart Skips a Beat is 2020. That's their debut.
Okay, no, that's a pre-release.
Yeah, that was a pretty
Yeah,
Oh,
they were
really?
they
I
were
thought that was-
formed in
that's a pre-
2020, but
that's a-
debuted in 2021.
Yes,
Alright, so according to
those were
Wikipedia,
pre-debut pre-releases.
yeah,
Those are
Krim, how'd you
pre-debut
get that wrong?
pre-releases.
Oh
that
shoot.
then got well, whatever. So they
Right.
still count. They still
Yeah,
count.
so far the groups that have debuted is Cypher, Hot Issue, Kingdom, Mire, Pixie, Perky, T1419. Sounds like a transformer.
Jesus.
Tribe with
Sounds like a transformer.
yeah,
Tribe.
and WJS and the Black, and a couple
They're not-
debut as well.
They're not out yet.
Not yet.
They
But
Yeah, they-
that's on Wikipedia, so
It must be right.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the end of May that they're out. I believe
Right.
it's like
right.
whatever.
May 12th. But yeah,
There's
those are the
also
groups.
Kingdom is also there actually. You forgot them.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I mentioned
Yes,
Kingdom.
No, he did say
Oh.
Kingdom.
There's a third on
Purely
mention.
from like a concept point of view, it has to be Kingdom. Like it's one of the most bizarre out there group concepts. You know, them in their music videos in their full suits of armor and their chainmails and like dancing on stage with swords and stuff. It's so cool.
Wait, did they actually dance on stage with swords? Because I never saw that. Like on music shows.
I don't think you can. I don't think you can bring any like type of sharp prop or something. Oh, they did have swords? Were they foam or were they... Oh, plastic. Never mind. Lol. I mean, I guess that answers that, right?
Yeah, that's still pretty cool though, honestly.
Right, so you probably noticed I'm really quiet. I didn't fall asleep once again. I just haven't listened to any of the new groups. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh
so.
my god, so you're not a Nugu fan or anything like that? Oh, come on, man.
Nah. I think recently I've been kind of moving into more like hip hop, R&B kind of music. So I haven't really been following many of the new groups. I think there are definitely a lot of interesting sounds. If someone sends me stuff, I'm gonna watch it, but like I'm not gonna, I guess, scout it out myself.
Right.
Have you heard of Coders before?
Is that for me?
Yeah, for you.
No.
It's a new girl group and they're a hip hop girl group.
Code Us, like.
No, wait.
Code sus.
Code S. It's just codes.
Oh.
Yeah, it's bizarre.
Strange spelling.
Oh, Mirai was pretty good. Yeah. That's very true.
You should check them out, Tata. They're really good.
Will do.
I'm surprised no one's actually talking about Tribe debut other than Enrico. I'm very surprised.
I mean,
no, Pumpkin
I
mentioned
can remember
it.
not.
Didn't say Pumpkin. Didn't say Tribe.
I remember not being too hyped about it, but I don't remember much about it otherwise. The main issue is for me is that like there's been like a handful of like really standout groups that I just forget about the others. Like Purple Kiss, Pixie are amazing. And then the bizarreness of Kingdom has just been so much interesting stuff that the groups that are more standard, like I can't remember Tribe at all, but it was pretty good. It was alright. But yeah, Pixie's amazing. If anybody doesn't know Pixie, they're fantastic. They have little lore videos as part of like the lead up to their releases, and they're animated. Or at least the first one was. Hopefully, the second one is as well.
How would you describe their sound so far?
It's maybe somewhere between like I-DLE and Dreamcatcher. Maybe it's hard to describe, but I would say, in terms of like their tone, both like concept wise and also how they actually have their vocal performances, it feels somewhere between Dreamcatcher and I-DLE because they have like those really intense vocals that we get from Mion, and then don't know the main vocalist of Dreamcatcher. I'm sorry to
what?
literally everybody.
You serious, dude?
All right, we're actually all getting.
I don't know.
We're all
this
cancelled.
this is where I get cancelled. I don't care about Dreamcatcher.
What? What? Wait, really?
I like Scream. I like Piri, and is it Red Sun or something?
Sun,
I
yeah.
think is theirs.
It's
I like
B-side.
those. Otherwise, I'm like, yeah, they're fine. They're fine.
Did you listen to all of Dystopia?
Yeah.
And
because everyone was talking about it, and because of that ridiculous Reddit, what was it, the Reddit K-pop awards. I don't understand how that album won literally every award. I mean, I understand how.
So I'm just gonna say right now,
marketing.
For me, that was probably my favorite album of the year. Dystopia,
same.
So good. Black or White, Red
Did you
Sun.
not listen to anything else?
Black or White.
I did listen to a lot of other music, but at the same time, like I felt like, I don't know. We talked about it last week with Dreamcatcher having that like rock type of sound, and I don't know. I really love that sound. Like their voices.
It always disappoints me that they don't lean into it more.
I mean, they actually do for the Japanese releases a bit more.
No, yeah, for sure. But it's like it goes from being like the rock sounds to just being an anime intro,
True.
and like that's really cool. I love that sound, but it it's not quite what I'm after. I don't know. And then it's
I
like
mean, we all have our own
pop.
personal tastes.
No, yeah, but it's like rose quartz to me is what I would love to hear from,
See, it's funny
but
that
I
you
know it
brought
can't
up.
happen
It's funny you
because they're
brought up
very
actually
different.
the anime sound because I feel like every, and this might be a controversial opinion, but I feel like almost every single G Friend song is literally an anime opening, but in Korean. Like, there's no way you cannot convince me that
I mean, they're
Crossroads
very
is literally
different.
not made for an anime opening.
They're different animes. They're both like kind of anime soundy. I would say maybe DC being like a very dark version of G Friend. They both have extremely good vocalists,
Hmm.
and really good dancing, like top end dancing in terms of like the whole group being good and being able to execute something um, in synchronized like perfection would be those two groups.
It's
I'm
like
still really
the
shocked that you
ending
don't
song
like
of an anime.
DC. I'm like still like
I'm
reeling about it.
Flabbergasted biscuit.
like I don't know. They just never go far enough with the sound, and when they do, I'm like, no, wait, stop, go back. You know?
When you say that, do you mean like push their own like sound? Like you like that type of style from Dreamcatcher? You want Dreamcatcher not to sound generic, or what do you mean by that
Yeah,
specifically?
like there's there's too there's too much like EDM
Pandering.
seeped into it.
Mm.
Yeah, there's a lot of pandering and stuff, but it's like I think the best parts of Dreamcatcher songs are when they just lean into like the proper rock sound, like the aesthetic of it, and just the way that they process the vocals and the instrumentation is really, really good when they just go nuts with the certain sound. And now it's a lot more like, oh no, we've got to be kind of dancey, and it's like, yeah, there's a lot of anime sound to it, and I get it. It's cool. It's a great sound. I love J-rock, but you can do J-rock without sounding like you're the opening of Sword Art Online.
Yeah, I mean, because I went to their concert in London. I probably saw Tony's head sticking out somewhere with his really tall head.
Oh, undoubtedly.
Yeah, and I mean, I was stuck in the crowd behind like 100 feet people. But I'm a short guy. Right, but anyway, like their music then was so good. That was my favorite time for them. And not only that, their dancing was so on point and everything was just amazing. Um, and I think that's why they've kind of solidified themselves in my eyes as one of the stronger K-pop groups. They are still K-pop. I wouldn't put them as far as K-rock, but they are
No,
damn
yeah,
amazing.
definitely.
But yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, now we have rolling chords for the new rock, I guess.
Mhm.
Yeah, and it's like it starts to get to some point where it's like, if your marketing is similar to idol stuff, do you count as an idol? Because Rolling Quartz are not idols, but they do their marketing very similar. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Even the hair colors and
So
stuff, right?
yeah, I mean, I don't know if that's just because like they are just rockers and they want to have like their bright red hair and stuff. It's cool. They are
I
such a
mean,
fun group. They really are.
they changed hair colors a lot already, so they always kept it very bright. I don't know.
Mm, they're fun. They're really fun.
I kind of want to go back to the question that initially was asked to the best debut of the year. Are we like talking best debut song or like best rookie?
To be honest, I was more so thinking best debut rookie, but I guess you could talk about song as well.
Okay, because it's kind of different for me actually. I would have to
Okay.
think about rookie, but about song, it's pretty obviously to me T1419. I just love that song, Astrobal Belter. It's stuck in my head every day. I don't know why, but it is. And maybe for girl groups, Codes actually, I think I like the debut the most. Maybe Try B, but not Purple Kiss actually.
Yeah, I mean,
But if
I'm
Tons of
kind of
music
on that
for
boat where it's
so
like with Mamek and Tato, where it's like I don't really listen to a lot of new groups just because I feel like there's a huge oversaturation of the market. Where it's like, oh my god, like how many groups debuted today? Like how many debuts do I need to listen to again? But for the ones that I have listened to, like again, in my opinion, I just love majors. Like, and if we're gonna talk specific songs, like Starlit Night, I think it's Stay in the Starlit Night. Now it's just
yeah.
oh so good. Like I just can't get over the music video or even just the song. It's just
It's
amazing.
actually really fucking good, yeah.
Yeah, it's
Whoa,
it's
swearing?
no, we can swear. It's fine. You can swear.
Okay,
It's fine.
Find, find.
It's fine. I just kind of want to get some wrap up thoughts here before we get into
Oh,
our first break, though.
Wait, Fran has his hand up.
Oh,
There.
does he? Okay, sorry. Bring him in.
Sorry,
we
Fran.
didn't see that
I only
earlier.
just realized. Hello, Fran.
Hello, friend.
You.
Yo.
Yo.
I just wanted to point a few things out.
Oh.
Firstly,
We're all getting cancelled.
the Mamek's console right now. Apart from that, like the DC things, like I get what you say that you want the rock sound and all that stuff, but the trend we are seeing right now is like when they do stuff that's not rock, they're growing like a lot. But when they do stuff like rock, they don't do shit, in the market. So
Yeah, but at that point,
Yeah,
you're like,
yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
What my thoughts on that are, at what point do you pander to the general public or to try and get as many fans as possible? And at what point do you start to make the music that you really, really do enjoy? Not saying that they 100% fully enjoyed the rock part, but definitely the kind of most loyal fan base would be to that sound, right? So
No, yeah.
does that make sense, Fran?
Yeah, but like I mean, it's like I love DC because at least they try to keep some of it. Like they don't go
Yeah.
Yes.
full
Yes.
or only rap line and a few chorus with Siyeon and Yuhyun and that's all. Like they do, like Odai or like Scream. They do this dark rock sounds. I don't know how to describe.
I mean, that's probably the best way of describing it. For me, like Mamek said that he didn't really like when they pander, so to speak, or just that EDM style. I think he also mentioned EDM or something to that end.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, I also felt that same thing for Boca. And I know, like, oh my god, how could you? Boca's so good. But, like, on my first listen, I was like, oh, this is not like Scream at all. And I guess it's supposed to be
Yeah,
a
I was
sequel
so
or something,
disappointed.
but yeah, I was really disappointed at Boca when it came out. I listened to it afterwards, and I guess maybe after, like, the fourth, loop, I guess, I was like, oh, okay, you know what? This is actually really, really nice. But, like, when I first heard it, I was like, I have no idea what's going on here. Like, it was just all over the place.
The good thing is they have a music video for it and it fucking slayed, so yeah.
It's kind of
So
weird because
changed Mamex's name. I just realized. Sorry to break the conversation.
No, you're fine. You're fine. For me at
So-
least, I really found that this is gonna sound weird, but the Boca music video reminded me of this one map in Modern Warfare 3. It's like
What the fuck?
I have no idea. I'm just gonna try to find it.
This train of
Wait,
thought,
where are
what
you
the
going
hell?
with this
Hold
right
on,
now?
hold on.
See,
hold
I
on.
was following, and then the second you said
Oh,
a map.
Jesus.
Let me
Huh?
let me find the map because it looks like they're like dancing in the bottom part of this like Call of Duty map, and it just throws me off. Like it's so weird. Maybe that's a part of why I don't like the song or why I didn't like the song initially. It's just it's so weird. Hold on.
Should we have the break, and then after the break you can show the chat or something?
Yeah, I might need some. Oh, actually, I found it right here. But we could just
okay.
do that right now. Just to get
Yeah,
a good
sure.
little break. Do we need any closing thoughts though? Do you guys have anything else?
I have something, but it can be like a little topic after the break or something. It's fine.
Okay. Well,
I'll try to remember it. I won't.
Okay.
I
Perfect.
think one last thought I have maybe is I personally think that 2020 debuts so far were way better than 2021.
Yes, and that's something I want to bring up after the break as well.
Oh, okay.
Weekly.
That- It's related to that. So, haha, teasers.
Oh shoot! You brought your own topic. All right. Well,
Oh, I
thank
know
you,
that map
Krill.
actually.
Yeah, I mean that's literally what I think about whenever I listen to Boca. Like that literally is like where they're dancing. They're dancing like
Yeah,
in
yeah.
underneath the stairs. Like this is
I
so
get you.
weird.
I get you.
It's so weird. I don't know why it is the way that I feel, but every time I listen to it, I'm like, wait a minute, that's that one Call of Duty map again. Oh my goodness. Either way, we are going to get into our break here. So we are going to have Mark here perform one song for us just to
Thank
get
you
us
for
Let's
joining
go.
us,
into
by
our
the way,
next set
Fran
of
and Cruel.
topics. Yeah, thank you guys
Thank
very
you.
I
much.
hope you
problem.
enjoy the rest of the night. If you still have anything extra to say later on, feel free to put your hand up once again. I think that is the same for everyone else in the chat. If you have something to add or you want to add to the conversation that you think would be really interesting or a different viewpoint that we haven't discussed yet,
Yes,
feel
please
free to
cut
come.
in to make us shut up, because
Yeah, definitely.
we will go on.
Without further ado, though, here is Mark.
Hello.
Hello.
So, since Tato asked me last week if I write my own songs, I thought I'm just gonna do some of my own songs today. Yeah, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, hi Ouija. Love you. Okay, so this first one is called, I don't know, did I have a name for it? Oh, it's called Can I Have This Dance? And I hope you guys enjoy. And I hope this time my quality doesn't sound as messed up as last time. You know, it's funny the things that people do. You told me that you're leaving. I told you I loved you. I would give anything to get another chance. You know our love is like a dance. It goes back and forth and on, left and right. Sometimes all you gotta do is fight. So can I have this dance just one more time? Can I have this dance? I know that you'll be fine. Can I have this dance? That's my request. Can I have this dance? Because there's nothing left. So we're standing here, hand in hand. You were my everything, my lover and my friend. My eyes are locked on you, but all they do is cry. So can I have this dance just one more time? Back and forth and on, left and right. Baby, you know that I will fight. Oh, oh, oh. So can I have this dance just one more time? Can I have this dance? I know that you'll be fine. Can I have this dance? It's my request. Can I have this dance? Because there's nothing left. So can I have this dance just one more time? Can I have this dance? I know that you'll be fine. Can I have this dance? It's my request. Can I have this dance? Because there's nothing left. Because there's nothing left. Because there's nothing left. No.
Oh, there we go. My mic was
Can we
muted.
have
Amazing
the,
as always.
clappers in chat, please.
Clap, clap, clap.
Just
Clappers in chat.
request to join, and then just spam that as your clap.
I also, not to take anything away, but I also
you,
saw
thank you.
Kaiser raise their hand, so I'm not sure if you want to perform or talk about anything as well. But amazing as always, Mark. Very, very good job.
Thank you, thank you.
And I know your voice is hurting, so I really, really appreciate you just coming out today and putting on,
Yeah, sure.
another show. I want to ask you, were you serenading Tato with that song, or?
I mean,
I mean,
effectively, serenaded.
It
so-
worked. It worked.
see,
Yeah, don't know if you were going for me
Yeah.
specifically, but
Of
it
course.
worked.
of
You
course,
probably
I mean,
serenaded the rest of the chat as well, so you're gonna have
I hope
what,
so.
like 27 people
That's a
chasing
lot of
after you right now?
dances. That's a lot of dances that you need to do.
just do a big group dance.
Yeah, big
You
group
can
Nah,
just
you have to
stand in
dance
the
with us
middle
one
and
by
we'll
one,
dance around
sorry.
you.
You can
dance
do
around him.
One by
what's
one.
it called? This Scottish thing, Kaylee.
River.
Is it-
Oh yeah,
is it Scottish? I think
I
so.
can't remember. God, I had
Yeah.
to learn
Hmm.
that at school.
We are going to we're just gonna have a Mark cult now.
Yeah,
Make
Mark.
that
Yeah,
a,
Holtz.
exactly.
Nice.
I'm actually gonna change my nickname to Mark is greater than Mark. It's just. All right, though. Thank you very, very much, Mark.
Yeah, no problem.
All right, and now we will be getting into the second phase. But to start off, before I introduce anything else, Max, you said that you wanted to bring something up here.
Yeah. So it was related to two topics that came up towards the end. And that was how the groups that debuted last year had very, very, very strong debuts, and then some of them just kind of didn't feel as good with their comebacks. Like, I know that this is not a hot take because I've seen many people saying it. The Stacy comeback
Oh
was
no!
very disappointing to me.
I knew you were
And
gonna say
this was-
Stacy. Oh.
Yeah, like the reason that I thought about this was when Fran brought up how they really stick to their DC stick to their sound, and how yes they pander, but there's always little bits and pieces of it there. And I know that Stacy last year were kind of like going for like the main trend that was happening at the time, but I just didn't get any of that in any of the new songs that they put, because there's 4, is it? I think on the new mini or whatever, but especially the title track, I just did not feel the same sound or just anything from their debut, and it was disappointing. It wasn't like where I-DLE they bounce between different concepts. It just felt like Stacy just didn't do the thing that they debuted with on their new comeback, and I don't know. It was sad to see because Weekly they debuted and they're fun and they're bouncy and they just stay doing dumb songs about skateboards. It's
Look-
great.
Dumb songs. Okay, I mean,
Yeah, they're dumb songs that are a lot of fun.
yeah, fun
Nothing wrong
songs,
with
not
being
dumb
dumb.
songs.
I'm dumb as shit.
True. True.
To
I
be
love
honest,
Weekly
I
songs. They're
actually-
just
I actually
fun.
really love Stay Dumb, and I know like it's ironic to like Stay Dumb because you like the album or whatever, but like I love ASAP. It's so catchy. I definitely like So Bad better, and I see why people would argue 2020 over 2021 comeback, but like for me ASAP was a really good song too, and it's like a front runner for like I don't know, one of the better comebacks this year at least. I won't say the best, but I definitely could confidently say one of the best.
Okay. That was it really. It was just more. It was just the rookie groups that we heard having their different sounds and stuff, and then whether or not they actually stuck to them this year with any comebacks that they had.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Will was great. Well, they are great.
Yeah, I mean, 2020 had the, I guess, second best debut in all of history, is what I would say. Do you want to know which group that is?
Yes, please.
Was it B2B for you?
Oh, was it?
Yeah. And the best one is B2B. So yeah.
Okay.
Well. Oh wait, Idle's the top one.
Yes.
Oh, it's not the
yes,
idol.
100%.
Yeah.
Ooh, I
Uh,
saved myself. I
I-
saved myself right there.
Idols was first, but Soyeon's was second, right? Yes, 100%.
Yes, definitely. Right. Fran has his hand up back up, so we can go back to Fran here.
Here we go.
Here we go again.
Time to cancel again, I guess. ASAP for me. It's such a weird song, but I don't know how it works. Like, I don't know. I heard the first time, I was like, where is the hook? Where is the the chorus? What the fuck is going on? But then I was like, it's actually good, and that's my take on ASAP. So, and they did very, very good in Korea, so I guess it works for them.
Yeah, like they had a ridiculous debut. Right? The sales were disgusting, absolutely disgusting. Very impressive.
Yep,
Go
and Stadium sales the first day was like more than weekly. So I'm like, what?
It's insane. It's impressive. It's very impressive.
But yeah, I think it's more of a 50-50 internationally wise. Like some people hate ASAP and some people really like ASAP. But in Korea, it's like everyone loves ASAP. So yeah.
Maybe we're just wrong.
Probably.
Yeah.
Who knows? Probably.
The debut that I liked, but not as much as I thought I was gonna like it, is Purple Kiss.
Okay.
Yep. Like I love the pre-debut stuff. Like I was like so hyped.
Both songs.
And then they come with like a title track that sounds like a B-side. Like it has some elements of a B-side, and the mixing is a bit oof. In some parts.
Interesting.
Like the live version is like 10 times better than the
Yeah, that
the recorded.
I will definitely agree with that. The live versions of
Yeah.
they've done live versions of a couple of the other songs as well, I think.
Yep. Like,
So good. Such a wonderful.
See, I'm surprised that the opinion on ASAP is so like all over the place. I thought it was going to be a universally loved song, to be honest with you. Just because it sounds like every other release, and that might honestly be like a double-edged sword, because people like that sound, but then people are also like, oh, come on, this again, like I've heard this 50,000 times already.
Yeah, that was kind of what it was. Like, they really nailed that very specific feel with So Bad. Like, had some really nice old school elements, and it was just this really good girl crush concept. And then the ASAP, I was just like, yeah, I heard this last week.
See, and that's like why I asked last week, like, do you feel like every other song sounds the exact same? And when we came up to that consensus, it was literally like, for sure there are some like boy group similarities, girl group similarities, but like at the same time there's a lot of distinct sound. ASAP was, I know I can confidently say this because I actually like the song, but it definitely was not one of those like oh my god, it's so unique type of things, like I don't know.
Yeah.
It was definitely something else, if that makes any sense. And I actually found that like ASAP really sounded like a lot of, and this is gonna sound weird, but one of the girls from ASAP sounds exactly like Belle, and so I like Belle from Signature. So I constantly am thinking back, and I'm like, Stacy kind of has like a signature vibe to it. And like
in some ways,
and when we speak about, well, I really hope not in this way that I'm gonna bring up here, but with recent news here that Yeya and Sun have, I don't know if it's Sun, I always have said Sun, but they actually have left C9 recently, C9 Entertainment.
Yes, they have.
Not the esports
they're
group.
no longer part of Signature.
Yeah, they're no longer
Although
part of Signature.
it was originally.
Wait, really?
C9 partnered with I can't remember who it was. They partnered with someone in Korea, formed C9 Entertainment, and then a couple of years ago, I think it was, they parted ways. So it's no longer C9, but it's still C9. The reason that it's called C9 is because North American esports team Cloud9 owned K-pop company.
I actually had no
What?
knowledge. That is so weird. The more you know, I guess. Yeah.
Wow.
It's one of the most bizarre things, and it's like, what? Okay,
That is
Sure.
very weird. That might be a topic for another day, but for now, with them leaving Signature and them leaving their company in general, I want to ask you guys, and I guess I can start it off being a CLC fan. Do you guys think that this is going to, kind of spread disaster for Signature or other groups that are soon to disband? Do you see any other groups disbanding in the near future? Do you see other members of other groups leaving their groups? How are your guys' feelings like when it comes to idols leaving? I know it's a very deep question. I guess I can start it off because again, that's CLC.
I mean, like, chat got right in there with A-Pink and April. Like, I think
A-Pink.
I have no idea what's gonna happen.
April for
I
sure.
have
Aren't
no
they
idea
like
what's
suing
happening.
everyone now? Like,
Yeah.
Pretty much. Like that group's done. I think.
Yeah,
Like,
I think it's a bit
it's like
sad
it's like
'cause-
AOA but worse.
Dude, April was one of the first groups I actually got into. When I got into K-pop, so it's a bit sad to see that.
I
but,
really like April.
There was when what's her name? The one that left the group because of the bullying. The one that's currently saying.
Oh, is it? It's not
What's her name?
Rachel. It's
No, Rachel joined you.
Yeah.
Not Checky. Shinju, that's it. Yeah, like she was in that group when I first got into it, and I was like, wow, this group is really cool. And then she left, and I was like, oh, I mean, I didn't really know her that much, but And then they ended up adding one of my favorite Produce 101 members on there, or contestants on there. I was like, I guess I have to stand this. So I listened to them for a while, and then I kind of just stopped listening to them and following them. But I guess, yeah, recently it's a bit sad to see, Chicky, for example, having to leave a group once again, because she was trying to debut for so long. Like, she was there with the two female card members, tried to debut with them, and she's been with DSB for so long that she hasn't been able to. She's joined like 3 competitions to try debut as well, and I don't know, it's just a bit sad that she was affected by it as well when she wasn't part of, I guess, those allegations.
Yeah, it really sucks. Like, Signature's not really a group that I follow, but April is, and then A-Pink kind of, I have no idea what's going on with them. So like seeing all 3 kind of maybe fizzling out at the same time, I'm like, this is kind of sad because they're not huge names, but they are reasonably big names, and it's just, I don't know, it feels very strange because like if it was just them like getting to the end of contracts and stuff and parting ways, but it's just it feels so bad, It really does.
So for me, I've actually been following Signature for quite a bit, and like this is really sad news because I was a Yeo bias actually. Yeah, like however you pronounce it. I believe her real name is Hyan actually. By the way, like she's just my bias. She was just, I don't know, amazing, and it really sucks too because like this is their second time debuting as a group, and like I feel like C9 has just such a horrible, shitty track record. Like, excuse my language, but holy smokes, dude. They had the group with, half of Good Day go to another project. I can't remember it off the top of my head. And now you have Signature as well, just disbanding. It's like, or not disbanding, sorry, but, we're kind of getting to that. We're kind of getting to that point at least, but it's like, come on, man. Like, what on earth? Asa was such a good song. I loved Asa so much. It's one of my favorites. Like, oh my goodness. Like, how do you mess up like a group like that? Nunu Nana was good as well. And they just recently had an OST like released too. I think it's Dream. But oh my goodness, Red Square is the
who's in Red Square?
second
Who's in
group.
Red Square?
It's oh my goodness. Yeah, there's a bunch of Good Day
I
girls.
see. One of the Good Day girls. Okay, cool. Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
I can try to find you the name off the top of my head, but I'm just super disappointed that Signature might be on the way out. I mean, my Ian profile
I think
picture.
I think they might continue forwards, but it's just gonna really
It's gonna be
suck. Like,
difficult. They lost their leader. They lost, I think, their one. I think it was lead vocalist or lead dancer or something. I think Sun is the lead dancer, but yeah, it was the leader.
oh,
and,
that
like,
really hurts them.
Yeah.
That really.
Sun. Sorry, I don't know why I keep saying it weird. But that really, kind of puts them in a tough position. And I'm a Yeon fan, obviously, from my profile, and like, I don't know. I'm like counting my days. Like, I haven't seen any content like OT6, I guess, at this point. We saw Elkie leave, due to her own reasons. And then it seems like Sorn as well is like subtweeting every single day. And it's like, oh my goodness, what is gonna go on?
I think
Like,
Sorn is a TikTok star now. I think she's just become a full-time TikToker.
Yeah, kind of. It does
That's
feel
my
like.
guess.
I mean,
Full-time
like,
influencer.
I mean, you could have like a good balance.
Bean's
I guess.
Bean's an actress. Sungri's an aunt. Like, they're just doing it. And have you seen the numbers that Sungyeon gets on Instagram? My God, she's getting huge now. She really is. It's impressive.
Oh yeah, she's just literally an Instagram model or an Instagram poster at this point. Like,
Yeah, it's like 5 posts a day, and they're all like tens of thousands. I'm like, oh wow, holy shit.
yeah,
okay.
where were these people when she was an actual idol? It's I don't know. I'm just like super disappointed because I thought Helicopter was such a
Sungyeon,
good
I think.
release, and then like nothing else came out of it. I don't know. It was just like whatever, man. Like with Lightsum, we talked about it last week. I just really hope that they don't repeat the same mistakes, because then I'm just gonna be like, come on, like again. It really feels like Idol was like that breakout group if Lightsum were to fizzle out as well or not be successful. But yeah, that's just kind of my thoughts. Other than like CLC, we talked about A-Pink, we talked about Signature. I really don't.
I don't
any
think
other
A-Pink
groups.
is going to disband. I think it's just one member leaving, and the way that they phrased it is so obscure. Like, she's leaving, but she's also continuing, possible promotions with the group or like something in that regard.
Yeah, I haven't really looked into it too much, but it kind of just feels like it almost feels like she's just seeing what her options are. There's been a couple of groups the last few years where members have left the
And then joined
company but
back.
stayed in the group.
Yeah.
God,
Or people
I can't
that
remember who it
join
is.
back the group, or join back the
Yeah.
company after they've been kicked out of because of
Yeah, and it's like, okay, okay.
Yeah. Red Velvet.
Red Velvet's-
What is happening
oh,
with
God knows.
Red Velvet? I don't know. When was their last
I haven't-
comeback? What was their last comeback? Psycho?
Actually, I didn't even know that there was any problem with Red Velvet. This is news to
Psycho was
me.
the last one.
Yeah, Psycho
I
was
feel
the
like
last
Psycho
one.
was quite a long time ago, wasn't it?
Because then they had Irene
Christ.
and Solgi with Monster, and then recently with Wendy. But this is news to me. What are you guys talking about? Are you guys just talking about like lack of?
Oh, Enrico
their
mentioned
contracts
aren't
are up.
Red Velvet contracts up this year? What's going to happen with them?
Oh, they're probably gonna get
Um,
renewed.
Yeah,
to be honest,
Oh yeah,
Get
there's
what,
no
sorry?
way.
I see them getting
Renewed.
renewed. There's no way that they're not gonna be renewed. Like Wendy just released, I think, one of the best-selling like debut solo albums or something like that. I was reading an
It's
article
also
about it.
amazing. It's so good, so good. Oh my God! I was expecting a good release, but I was really nervous because I also expected a good release from Sluggy and Irene, and then it just wasn't good, and I was like, damn, okay, that's a shame. But so I went into the Wendy release very tentatively, and I was just blown away. It's amazing. It really is.
I mean, going off a bit like off topic from what groups are disbanding. I know that you really enjoyed Wien's solo debut as well, right?
I did.
Yeah. So I listened to the whole album. I really liked the first song, and I felt like the other ones did feel a bit weaker. There were some like really good songs there, but they definitely felt more like B-sides than the main song, I guess, if that makes sense.
So wait, which album is this?
Her recent one. I can't remember the red one, you know?
Oh, Red. I remember liking all of them. Like, it's been a couple of days since I last listened to it. I remember liking all of them a lot.
Sorry, comeback.
Yeah, like a lot of them do just kind of blur together, and you can argue that that's because the album is a watercolor where it's all very muddled together or something. You can try to explain it away. I do understand, like, it's not the strongest thing, but I still really liked it overall. Like, as a whole package, I feel it's really, really good. But like listening to bits and pieces, I'm like,
Yeah.
it was alright.
Yeah.
It was alright. But like as a whole, absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
But
I
the
think
Wendy one was so much better.
yeah, I think albums, like when you listen to all the B-sides together, the most important part is that it, fits well. Because once a song leads into another one and it makes sense chronologically, if that makes sense, that's like when it hits well. I think
Yes.
each one of them builds up on each other, and without the one before or the one after, it kind of loses impact.
Mm.
But yeah.
Yeah, like something I always really, really like is obviously concept albums are fantastic. So an album where you listen to it start to end and it takes you on a proper journey, like that
Oh,
stuff is
I have an example.
I love
that
But yeah,
those.
carry on.
that is art. But like albums where you put it on and you listen to a song or two and you're like, that's cool, that's neat, sure. That's not really my thing. I really like just putting on something from track one and listening to it through to the end and not knowing what song I'm listening to.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where
I
it's
think for
just
me, like,
the album.
yeah.
I
So
have an
you like
example of
having
this,
it
actually.
on. Do you prefer having it on what's it called? The shuffle then?
Oh god, no. No.
Oh. So you
If
like it
I
like
can put
led
an
onto
album,
each other, but
yes,
you like the
yeah,
songs merging with each other as well.
yeah. Like I
Yeah.
don't mind if there's overlap between the songs or if you can't tell where one song starts and one song ends. Like I'm fine with that. I don't like if an album I can put it on shuffle and it's just like I have no idea what's going on, but I'm enjoying it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
exactly. Like
So
Undercover Angel has some of the most amazing transitions.
the
Amazing.
group that got me the album that got me super into my favorite group. You guys have probably never heard of my favorite group. I've probably never mentioned them before, liking them. B2B. I don't
Oh,
know if you
really?
guys
This is
knew
a
that
new
about
group.
me. Yeah.
Did you say
B2B.
block B?
Not
Oh,
for you, but B2B.
C2C. Yeah. CLG.
Yeah.
C2C.
A8A. But
Z from A.
Brother Act is like
It's
fully
amazing.
start to finish. It's not
Mhm.
merged together, but each track leads on to the next part
Yeah,
super well.
it's really
And the
good.
whole point about Brother Act is that it is like an act, like
Mhm.
like something you would see in a show, for example. Because at the start you have the prelude, you
Mhm.
have an interlude in the middle, and then you have the
Mhm.
ending at like right at the finish, and then you have like a fan song. But being able to listen from the start and then knowing like the context behind each song, and then knowing that's a story that leads on from start to finish is
Yeah.
so good to hear.
Yeah.
And then even having the interlude in the middle, like I literally every single time I listen to the album, I will listen to them speak about the album.
So for me, at least, the only examples I can think of off the top of my head would be the Dystopia album, and then recently Hyphen's Border and Carnival. Like those are the only examples I can think of like a fluent transition
think-
where it's like the album has a story.
I think all DC albums have a story, to be honest, because they all have
Yeah,
the
but
introduction.
Well,
And it all
there's a difference
connects well
between the
together.
story, but it's like it transitions, like the sound is like into the next one, into the next one, into the next one, rather than being like, okay, this is
Right.
a distinct, genre. This is different. Like Black or White is very different than Red Sun, and I only bring those up because we talked about those, in
I
the
have
last section.
a couple of examples.
But for
Yeah.
me, like an English album that does it well, and I'm not sure if anyone listens to like hip hop or anything like that, but Sire from Jaden Smith is probably like the one of the best examples. Oh, sorry, wrong album. Actually, I'm dumb. Hold on, let me edit that. But
you tried.
Yeah, I tried. Wrong album. But Sire, it's like every single song goes into the next one, and it's like a huge story. You can close your eyes and you'll just drift off into nothingness. Like
Mhm.
it's so good. It's one of those examples where it has an intro, it has a story, and it consistently is in every single song that is on that album, and it's like one of those triumphs in music, in my opinion.
Something
Yeah.
that is relevant to this is it the last? No, I don't know if it's the last. The BTS album B is technically, well, it is
Oh, yes,
a
yes.
narrative one, because it starts off with like the way that the songs sound and are written and stuff. It's like the start is like how they sounded at the start, and then it goes through like whether or not they were gonna disband and depression of all that, and then reaching their peak, and then what happens next, and then looking back on that and stuff. And knowing that context, it makes it very interesting, but it doesn't necessarily improve the music for me. I still think it's very good, but it is cool that there's actual thought being put into the construction of albums, as more than simply just let's put these songs into an album and put it out. You know, like having
like just like a
having
huge
a
mash
story.
of
Yeah, like when it's just a compilation album, I'm like, okay, cool, but this could literally just be, now that's what I call 2020, you know?
Mhm.
But when you have like the story behind why it is the way it is, I really like that. So the one that was up, yeah, there it is. Onions to the Island is probably the most overtly narrative album I've listened to in a good while, because again it has the prologue, the beginning, and it just goes through, and the songs flow into each other, and there is a story being told to you as you listen, both through the music and through the lyrics, and it is an absolute masterpiece. It is not to everyone's taste 100%, but it is so good. It is absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
Is it as beautiful
If anyone's
as
wondering who it
Rorschach?
is, it's the composer that did the Hua.
Ooh.
Yes, I think no, sorry, Hantu.
Yeah, I think Rai's here now. In
Oh,
the
is he?
call.
Okay.
Yeah, but he's not joining yet. I guess he's got his morning voice on.
Right. Happens.
I was gonna take a
Still
break,
making coffee.
just a little quick break from that topic, because right now we have more people than we did earlier. So if you or if you missed anything from the start of the podcast, like you missed Mark singing, which is the biggest highlight probably, this is going to be posted onto YouTube. So if you would like to go back into watching it or recapping what you missed, feel free to go back after this is posted.
Yeah, and you can also find the YouTube channel in our server announcements page, which is I think it's below welcome, right? Yeah, it is. It's about 3 posts below welcome in the server category. It's all the way at the top though, on your left hand side. But yeah, like Tato said, if at any point you really want to talk, just raise your hand whenever you want to just butt in here for a convo or two. Alternatively, if you really want to talk about something that we are not talking about, definitely put it in chat and we will be sure to read it. On to the next topic though. I want to ask you guys, we talked about COVID last time around. It's only natural that we talk about COVID yet again until we're finally let out. But when we are let out, are you guys planning on going to any concerts, like K-pop oriented, non-K-pop, anything like that? For me at least, I think KCON, because I really just want to go to KCON New York. Obviously not with COVID or anything, but
I mean, I've been let out. I've been working in person. I don't know what you mean.
No, I meant like
You
just
mean, like,
an
out?
entertainment.
Oh,
Like
the UK is so bizarre.
like we have like 800 new cases a day because I'm in like one of the worst places in all of like Canada for COVID, and like this new variant is just, I don't know, it's just no, I'm actually in Alberta, but like I'm in the worst part of Alberta for COVID, because everyone is like coming back from vacation from like hotspot countries and things like that.
Yeah.
And so like, I don't know, like they all tried getting in before like Canada shut its borders to like those specific countries,
just like, oh,
and now
cool,
everyone
bad
has
rule,
like
okay,
these
good.
new variants and stuff, and it's like, oh, you know what, like that's fun.
Have you heard how bad it is in India right now?
I have it's like 300,000 cases or something like that, or 300,000 to 600,000 or something. I mean, to be honest, I'm not really like, as someone who has been there or been to like countries like that, I'm not really surprised at like those numbers. I'm actually surprised that they're not higher, just because of their society is more so entangled in, you know, social interaction, things like that. Bazaars, night markets. You know, when we talk about religious events as well, like Hinduism, but they have these certain, you know, aspects where it's like communal baths, communal activities, things like that. Pakistanis as well, you know, communal events, especially right now during like a holy month for them. So, you know, there are going to be those people who kind of outweigh, you know, the current for like the spiritual, I guess, if that makes any sense, where it's like, you know, my religious beliefs kind of predominantly come first, you know. And I'm not taking a position whether or not, you know, that's their own opinion. I'm just saying that I'm surprised it's not more, just because of all those factors.
Yeah. Right. Going back to the topic. Sorry about that.
Yes.
I think my priority right now is when I'm able to, I'm going back to home. And then in terms of entertainment that I would like to go to, I've been told to go to KCON New York by a certain someone. So I guess that is my yeah.
Oh, by a certain someone. Did Mark tell you before or after he serenaded you?
Well, it wasn't Mark. It was someone else that's currently listening to the podcast, and I won't name them.
Okay, no, you're fine. You're fine. I think I can guess because I got a ping, but that's about it. I think I can just take a wild guess.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Probably.
I got the ping and I'm like, I don't usually get pinged in Discord. No, but you're good. I think KCON is like the number one like recommendation for people. Like for me at least, I was told to go to KCON the last time in 2019 when I-DLE went. Unfortunately, I had work. This time around, I'm like, you know what? Whatever it is, I had to go to KCON New York. Not because the idols or anything. It's just because I can meet up with
work
people.
Over I-DLE, dude.
Yeah,
really.
it was kind of cringe. Yeah, I know, right? I did not get that.
He's got to work so he can buy 400 t-shirts.
Yeah, I had to work so that I can, you know, fund Minnie's lobster dinners. You know, it happens.
It's true.
Do you not have like sick leave?
I don't have such a thing when I work for myself. That like, who am I gonna?
Right. That makes sense.
I can't really say, hey boss, you know, I'm sick. Like, I don't really have.
Just like looking in the mirror, like, hey.
Yeah, today I don't feel so
today.
well.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, you could just be in the middle of the concert on your phone, like working while jamming at top.
I mean,
It's all I'm saying.
So what I can do is I technically could be like, hey, you know what, I can just off-put this project or off-put this to other people, or just do this whenever, you know, I'm back or before or after type of thing. That's probably what I'm going to do realistically. Like, if we do get in a scenario, and this is like a huge topic, like if we get into that type of scenario with like COVID dying down, variants not affecting people anymore, vaccine, you know, herd immunity, things to that end. But yeah, I think probably KCON New York, if I were to guess 2022, 23 is probably going to be like my K-pop experience, I guess, so to speak. I definitely don't think I'm going to go to LA or anything. I think New York is just like, I don't know, everyone and their mom is going to go to New York because it's like that good halfway point, I guess, for East Coast, Central America, Central US, South America.
It's so far from me. What do you mean?
Oh, it is, but it also, I'm pretty sure, is it cheaper for you to go to New York?
Probably.
Because like when I went to go to India and Pakistan, what I did was I went from where I am right now to Toronto, which is, you know, not really that far from New York, and then all the way over there, rather than going to Vancouver and then going, you know, the opposite ways, crossing over and above China and Japan. So I'm like interested. I wonder why that is actually.
Wait, so it's cheaper to go. It's cheaper to go west or to go east? Sorry.
It's cheaper to go west. Or sorry, east. Sorry, my brain.
It's because you go faster because you have stronger tailwinds.
Oh, you know what? That's honestly probably it. They just don't want to go against resistance. Yeah, you're right.
So because the wind basically just pushes the plane along, you go quote unquote faster. But also the plane just uses less fuel because it doesn't have to use the engines quite as much. I believe. Obviously, I could literally just be talking out my ass, but that is
no. I mean, it sounds plausible.
Like
I'm thinking about it, and it sounds rational and it sounds plausible. So that's probably it. But
because it is something I've looked into, like going, like from Europe
To
the States.
America,
It's like,
or-
well,
yeah.
what if you just go like to Asia and then go from Asia to the States? Is that cheaper? Oh, it is. Weird.
Wait,
Are
that
you
is
searching up prices right now?
that's so
Right now, no.
odd.
I'm so lost right now.
No, I understand what he's talking about. That's so odd. That's such a weird dynamic. Also, welcome, Rye. Good morning. But that is such a weird dynamic. Oh my
Good
god.
morning, government.
I can't even.
What-
What is this topic? The topic right now is like. Hold on, I'll type it out. In the meanwhile,
Yeah, we're
I
supposed to
guess.
be talking about what we're going
In the
to.
meanwhile,
What
Cruel or
things we're going
Mamex.
to go to. What we're
Cruel,
going to go
hi,
to
Cruel.
once COVID dies down. Whatever concert Idle puts on.
Whoa.
Same, bro. Same.
Gonna
So are
drag
we all
myself
going to
out to
KCON New
Korea
York
to.
then?
Yeah,
No.
let's go there. Sure, why not? No, we'll go to KCON Berlin instead.
Yes.
That is closer. Sounds better,
Much
honestly.
closer.
I'm down for
Yeah.
that.
Do a lot of
Yes,
popular
please.
groups actually go to KCON Berlin? Like, I feel like DC went, and that's about it, right?
Luna.
Oh, Luna. There you go. Yeah. I was thinking about there was one extra name.
How could you forget Luna?
Oh yeah,
Jeez.
true. We hate Idol. We
Fancy.
actually only like Luna. True. True. I
Yikes.
totally forgot.
No, it's because we like Idol, therefore we hate Luna. That's how it works, right?
What?
Huna. Oh my
Sus.
god.
Sus.
Oh my
Sus.
God.
I desperately want to go to an IU concert.
Oh,
more
that
than
would
pretty
be
much anything.
so good.
Yeah.
Like if I
Oh.
had to pick between Idol and IU, I would 100% go to the IU just
Same.
because
Same.
I have
If you ever get
watched the Love
the-
Poem
the-
concert so many times.
If you ever get the option to go watch DC live, I would highly suggest it.
No, yeah, like
It's
They
either
seem really
DC
cool, so
for
I would-
me or Idle.
Oh, you missed the
Makes sense.
topic. You missed the topic. Mamex does not like DC.
That's so sad.
Oh yeah, you missed that.
Oh, what?
Yeah,
You
you're gonna have to catch the VOD. You missed Mamex said that he does not
He's
like
now tired
DC.
and depressed.
Yeah, he's just so out of it. He's like, wait a minute,
Oh,
what's
what?
happening?
What?
Our
The
friendship.
trade.
Oh my goodness. But Cruel, I don't think we heard from you. You said KCON Berlin, or at least agreed with it. Do you have any other plans?
Oh boy, boy. Yes, very, very many plans. I'm low-key saving already, honestly. So I'm waiting for post-COVID, but I think that's probably not this year, sadly.
Right.
Man, the list of groups and artists in general, so many solos as well, is so long. My wallet's already crying.
And it just gets more and more with each day,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
It's actually, I think my highest priority would be, in a serious note, IU, and on a more jokingly note, probably a P Nation world tour or something like that.
just all like 400 of them just touring every
Yes.
country.
I would
Sounds
literally fly to America for that shit. I swear.
I mean, honestly, same. Like
It's so
size concerts are always just absolutely amazing. So 100% I would go to one. But like if it was the whole family of
oh
P
my
Nation,
god.
that would be dope. That would be so much fun.
I think for
Dude,
what
how
we...
long would that be, man? Like 7 hours?
Yeah, that would be such a long concert.
3 days.
I think for what we've gathered, though, it's like majority of us plan on going to KCON New York. Even for those of you who are like not, in North America.
I was just told to.
Oh, you were just, I'm in the same boat. Don't worry, I'm in the same boat. Like, you're not volunteering, you're being voluntold. If anything,
Yes,
you're just like,
exactly.
hey, you know what, COVID, go get your vaccine, go do this, go do that. You're coming to America, one way or another type of thing.
Yeah.
I feel you. It's interesting, though, we brought up IU. And this is going to be our last K-pop question for today. I want to ask
exciting.
you guys. Yeah, don't worry. Then we get into the fun topics. But in terms,
The ones that really get us cancelled.
yeah. In terms of, and I'm gonna keep Cruel up here because he mentioned IU. But in terms of your favorite
Yes.
soloists and concerts, who is your current favorite soloist and why? Boy group or sorry, GG or BG? Like it doesn't matter, male or female. For me, probably either IU or D. I love Dean. I love IU. Like, oh,
Dean's great.
Let me just
like-
scroll through my.
Dean's vibe is so.
I mean, it's
good.
not
Like,
even hard
it's-
for me.
Yeah, for me, it's just like I have go-tos, like whenever like I feel some
Mm.
type of way, I just put their music on. IU is just she can do it all, dude. Her repertoire is just crazy when it comes to discography. Like, oh my god, her voice amazing. I recently just have been spamming Celebrity. There was also 8, which came out last year, still a banger.
BB.
BB came out as well this year. Like, oh my god, it's so good.
There's
Oh,
not a
it's so
single
good.
miss. There are no.
Or sorry, no. BBB
There's-
came out 2019. What was the recent
Yeah.
one?
Lilac.
Lilac. There you go. Yeah, sorry, I got it mixed up. Lilac is the one that is really good. The music video for Lilac is freaking
Oh my God.
fantastic. It's so
Yes.
Oh, talking of things that tell a story. My
good.
God,
Yeah, it's
the
True,
Lilac
true.
music video is just so good. I've seen some interesting replies from people that aren't
Ooh,
on
Highs.
stage.
I was
Hahi,
scrolling down.
Hyun Sang,
Yes.
so good.
She's up there.
Lee Hai is amazing.
Lehigh is good too. But I feel like
I'm
she's put in
so
hiatus
glad
right
she
now,
got-
though.
Hota is up
I
there.
mean, yeah, but less of a hiatus than she has been in for the last
Yeah.
2 centuries.
True,
My God,
true,
I'm
true.
so happy
Centuries.
she's free from that dungeon. My God, she's always been one of those like background soloists that's really, really good, and then just been dungeoned for eternity, and it's been so depressing. Like, as someone that used to follow 21 religiously, I'd see her all the time on stages and in music videos and stuff like that, and you pay attention to her. But like, it's so good to see her out doing her own thing. Hollow is heartbreaking. That is a beautiful song, but God, it hurts.
Man, Lehigh has such a strong voice, such a great voice.
Mhm.
Like, what's it called? Breathe. Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh man, I have cried listening to that song.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really good that Fran mentioned him, and I would
Oh,
really want
yes.
to watch one of his performances. Like watching him dance is just the best dancers.
I don't understand how he does the thing.
Yep, his body just moves, and I'm like, okay, yep, it does move. And no
It's
one
like,
that I, in
okay.
K-pop that I know moves like he
Yeah,
does.
no one can.
He can move like other
It's-
people, but other people cannot move like him.
True.
Yeah.
Very true.
Right, Enrico.
very
I think
true.
Bobby does count. I really like his solo work, solo work as well. Definitely up there. I was gonna say IU, definitely up there. Hota, which I've talked about already. I really liked Suga's newest album, or some of like 3 of the songs that were on there. I can't remember which 3,
Nice.
but yeah, there's some
On
really good.
D2 or whatever it's called, D1, D2.
Give me a second. It was on
Yeah, D2 was his first
Yeah.
one, I think.
D2. No, it was on D2.
Oh, really? What?
Yeah.
Oops.
The first one's August D. That's 2016.
Yes, that's right. That's right. So does
Yeah,
D
yeah.
and D2. So it's the one that has a digital on it.
Zico up
Mhm.
there.
Zito's wonderful.
There's so many
Chu-
good soloists.
Chung is a good solo. There's so many good solos. So
Yeah.
many.
Lee Chang Sub.
Don't mention Ball 4 in this, please. Don't.
Key. I think he's also very solid.
Key's very
Park
good.
Hyoshin. I really want to listen to him and his vocals live as well.
Dude, he's so insane.
Jackson Wang.
Holy shit.
Oh, you see,
is
Jackson
good,
Wang. He
I
sang
love
the
me some Wang. He's so good.
You love.
He loves
We're
Jackson.
gonna brush
He
past
loves
that.
Jackson.
We're gonna
not-
brush straight.
Yeah.
What?
I think
Wang
there
is
was a
amazing.
real
He's
break
so
there. I'm
good.
not quite sure.
Wonderful soloist. Absolutely amazing soloist.
Yeah, right.
True
So,
direct to auto.
did you listen to his singing or rapping in Shang-Chi's trailer?
I think I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
so he's in the background. He's the one that sings that song in the Shang-Chi
That's
trailer.
amazing.
Yeah,
That's
very
fantastic.
interesting and very fun. I think that trailer did get me very hyped up, and excited for what it's going to bring. But yeah, right.
I was just talking about the topic.
Sure.
Yeah,
Yes,
you got way too.
bacon.
You got way too
Bacon,
excited about
thank
the
you.
topic.
Jackson the King.
You got
Wow.
way too excited for the topic. All right.
I was trying to remember his goddamn name for minutes. Bacon. I love Bacon's music.
Bacon's
I-
awesome.
Bacon.
Yeah, he's really good. Yeah.
Bacon. Like, someone found, I can't remember what song it was, on one of the other servers, found one of his songs and was like, damn, this is really good. And then they were just going through all the songs. I'm like, yeah, there's nothing that I don't really there's nothing that I dislike that
Oh.
he's done, really. He's just solid. Bambi, I'm
Yeah.
not overly keen on, but I still like it. It's not like good shit, but it's still really nice. I'm still happy with it.
I like almost everything EXO, like soloist wise as well. Like it's
Mhm.
I don't know. They honestly do not have any like misses or anything like that. But just I
They
want
also
to
have
quickly
the
get
best
some
boy
closing
group
thoughts.
album of all time, ever.
I don't know how no one in chat's mentioned this, no
Facts.
one in the calls mentioned this, but Chunga?
I mean,
No, someone did mention Changja, and I read the
yeah,
name
in
out.
the chat, yeah.
Wait, Fran did.
Yeah.
Oh.
Chunga's
Yeah.
good, but like
Yeah, I see
bicycle.
it now.
Yes. Continue.
Yeah, I
Please.
don't.
Talking of rule breaks,
Yeah, I don't
Bicycle
think
is
she
a
was.
song that
I don't
exists.
think she was talking about a bicycle, but.
Oh,
Not
have
sure.
you guys listened to the new BB album? I know that
Oh,
Rye's
not
here,
yet.
so this is a good
I
time
have
to
not.
bring it
I
up.
have not.
Right.
Hey,
The new BB album is
I
great.
have to
The
say,
songs are all. Hey,
can you
yes,
hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Can you
yes,
hear me? Oh, okay.
yes.
BB on this album did the Soyan, bro.
She did.
She did
Yes.
everything in this album. She designed the songs, she designed what to do with it.
I thought.
I think you cut out.
Yeah, did he disconnect? I think he might have just disconnected.
Maybe.
Possibly.
Yeah, I think he disconnected, but maybe she want to finish
that's a
up
shame.
on his point, I guess. I did
she
not hear
draw
it yet.
the cover herself as well?
Pardon?
Did she draw her cover art as well?
I think so, yeah.
Oh wow!
I think so.
Wait, I meant that as a joke, but wow, I'm
No,
Really?
no,
like,
no.
genuinely.
Just
She
one,
draws
Like, she
really
did
well.
one woman
so
crew.
much.
She's just doing everything.
Yeah,
I
like
guess.
genuinely, it's so impressive.
Hello, do you hear me?
Yes,
Okay, yeah, you're back now.
Yes, we do.
Oh, rip. Okay.
We hear you. We hear you.
So basically, all the MVs, it's about her story. It's all connected in somewhat way. So I'm like really curious on how it will go, because all the MVs would be different, but it'll be connected in somewhat way. It'll be interesting, that's for sure. And you can, BB as an artist, that's why I'm like very invested on her, because she's really hitting a really sensitive topic in a way. Because have you guys seen the MV?
Yes.
I haven't even heard the song, to be honest.
Oh my. But yeah, I have seen it.
MV, bro. I'm gonna say it out loud now. Like, it's about BDSM.
No, yeah, 100%, 100%. It is a thirsty album. She's just enjoying herself, you know. She's just doing her
Yeah,
thing.
yeah. It's
And
about
I
like
respect it.
the yeah. The title track is for the culture of that specifically, and there's a
Okay.
lot of hate about
Yes.
it, but at the same time, like, it's a good thing to open this kind of stuff, basically.
Yeah, and do it in a not particularly like God, what's it called? It's not a 50 Shades way of doing
What?
Yeah, now
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
like
yeah.
Monka S. Like what?
I
Going on here?
zoned
You
out for a
need to
second.
watch
I was
the
like,
MV.
what?
Just
it.
watch the
The
music video.
MV is not something to watch with your parents or your siblings
I
or
did watch
with
it.
anybody you want to maintain eye contact with ever again.
All right.
But it is different, and it is. I mean, it's certainly a music video.
All right.
I would say it's more respectful than Libido, because I have a lot of problems with Libido, in terms of the music video. But it is an interesting
That is
music
also
video from
why
Yuri.
the MV is just 1 minute and 34 seconds, man.
Yeah, because if it was 3 minutes long, she'd be arrested.
I'm gonna have to cut off the topic here, so we have a little bit of time here to talk about our one fun
Sure.
topic. But I just want to thank everyone for coming up. I'm not sure if Mark is available right now, but I'll definitely give you the hand. I know Mark wanted to perform one more time before we end here. Hello, Mark. Welcome back.
Hello.
All right.
Glad
And
to
with
be
that, we
here.
are going to be getting into our second break. And then right after, we will be getting into our non-K-pop topics. Or I guess topic if we have time for two. But without further ado, here's Mark.
So before I start, quick question to the chat and you guys. Do you want a happy song or a really depressing song?
Any. Go for it. Any. Your choice.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna go with happy then. I mean, it's basically just another love song. I can send it to you later, Tato, if you want to listen to it. Then you can have a depressing song. Just a quick note, Jen wrote the bridge for this song, so shout out to him.
Back when we first met, I thought, damn, she's perfect. And then when we first kissed, I know you're the one that I would miss. And then summer came around. Whoa, lying right beside you, babe. I wish we had more time to waste. Just wish those days would never end. 'Cause you and me that summer night, holding each other tight. I love you till the end of time. You're forever mine. Do-do-do, do-do-do. Mm-hmm. And now we're all grown up. I know my love for you won't stop. I will stand by you. And no matter what happens, I know that we'll pull through. And summer comes around. Whoa, lying right beside you, babe. I wish we had more time to waste. Just wish those days would never end. Just you and me that summer night, holding each other tight. I love you till the end of time. You're forever mine. Do-do-do, do-do-do. And as I sing this song, the whole world stops to sing along for you. For you, my lady, lying right beside you, babe. I wish we had more time to waste. Just wish those days would never end. Just you and me that summer night, holding each other tight. I love you till the end of time. You're forever mine. Oh, 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 da da da. You're forever mine.
Once again, can we have the clappers in chat or clappers on call? Just once again, spam that
The signature
request
clappers.
button. Yes.
There you go.
Thank you.
Good job, Mark, as always. You want to plug anything
Thank
or?
you. No, not really.
Okay. Humble as always. Thank you very much. And we hope that
wait,
your
he's gone
throat gets
already.
better. No, I just moved him because whoa, did we want to have a Q&A or?
Well, I don't know. I just like listening to him speak.
Oh, sorry. Mark, come back here, I guess.
Oh.
Nah, it's okay. It's okay.
He does have
He
a
can rest
very
his
nice voice. It's
He
very.
needs to rest
Thank
his
you.
voice.
Oh, my
Nah, it's okay.
my Discord's actually messed up. It doesn't show him actually in here right now, so my bad.
He's in.
Okay.
What I wanted to ask, like, what kind of, other than love songs, what kind of inspiration do you get it from? Is it from like a long lost lover, or your first love kind of thing?
Well, my first songs, like the one I played earlier, "Can I Have This Dance," was like the first song I ever wrote, which I also started doing like when COVID hit. Most of my songs really are from experience, like heartbreaks or other stuffs, other things. But like as of right now, I basically only wrote sad songs, except for that one that I showed you just now, because I feel like that if I write from my own experiences, like heartbreaks, or I also have a song about my father, and I don't know. I also feel like it comes very naturally to me to like write about my own experiences. So yeah, definitely everything in my life that happened so far is good material for songs.
I see. I mean, I was gonna ask you, did you find it easier to write happy songs or sad songs? Because we've heard one of each, but I guess you answered my question.
Definitely sad songs.
Yeah.
But definitely want to like explore in general, like not only going with sad or happy, but also like trying out different genres, maybe even rap one day.
Whoa.
But definitely still want to do like songs that people can really dance to. So
we're gonna have some
but,
dance tracks, I see.
Mhm.
Do you have like music editing applications or software that you use in
No,
order
not
to
yet. I have plans for an basically empty room in my house. Well, it's not used at the moment, and I want to turn that into a music studio at one point. Still saving money for that, and then I'm definitely gonna work with, software and like upping my YouTube game, because at the moment it's mainly only my acoustic stuff with the ukulele. Maybe doing some piano stuff soon too. But yeah, I'm not doing any software thingies at the moment.
I see.
We're waiting
Well,
on the album essentially.
Yeah, pretty much. We're definitely excited to see where you're gonna go with your music, because the songs that you have wrote, it's
Still gotta
exciting
do
to see.
the Idlecord collab with Jen and Weejay. So that's
That would
definitely
be
happening
definitely
at
good.
one point.
Definitely would be fun.
True.
All right. Well, thank you. Sorry about moving you before.
Idol from Republic.
It's okay.
Thank you very much, Mark. We don't have a lot of time, but I quickly want to get through this one little fun question here. And this might require a little thinking back for those of you who kind of are short on memory. What is the best purchase you've ever made, and what is the worst purchase that you've ever made? So two very, very contrasting things. What you guys think about that? I was thinking about mine the entire day. I'm like, what on earth have I bought? And that is so like useless to me. I actually bought a lot of new shoes pre-COVID, and like now that I'm in COVID stage, it's like I wear one pair, or I cycle between like one or two, and that's about it. Like I literally have nothing. So I think that is probably my worst purchase. My best purchase would probably be this like water cooler thing that I got, which is like one of those water dispensary machines.
Of course.
No, it sounds so weird because I have irrational reasoning behind it. So in my town, we have one water facility, and because of COVID, it's incredibly difficult to actually get workers there, and so like now and then people will just not show up to work and stuff, and so that water's contaminated. So for the past 2 years I've only been drinking like those like huge, when you go to Walmart and stuff, those huge jugs of water. That is literally what I've been exclusively living off of. So I have like 5 machines around my house just in case. I'm like, I can never be too hydrated. It sounds silly, but
very, very on brand.
Yeah,
definitely Crim. I need that Crim drinking from that huge jug.
The 10 liters
really
one.
Need that.
It used to be a thing. It used to be a thing in Modcord. I don't know where it is right now, but
it's gone. It's gone now, and I've been looking for it, but no one ever uses it anymore.
Used to
you,
be a thing.
but
Used to be a
it's-
thing.
yeah,
But
I
I'm
like his
interested
DC
in.
hug.
I'm interested in hearing what you guys have to say.
Dude, Uzi's one.
Uzi wins. That's so painful.
Wait, let me see.
I bought Among Us on my Mac and it's not compatible on.
Oh, yikes! Yikes!
That's funny. That's
Oh my god.
I think for his message about this crappy, second, not even second hand, but like the sub, you think it's cheaper, and you're like, I'm just gonna ease myself
Oh, the
into this.
gaming
I'm not sure if I
headphones? Yeah.
want to right now. Not gaming headphones, but things in general. I tend to buy like the cheaper version of it because I'm like, I'm not sure if I actually want this. And
Right.
then I buy that. I'm like, I'm actually using this a lot, and this is absolute shit quality. So I end up having to buy the other one. So that's my waste of money there. But yeah, I mean, other than that, I don't think my purchases have been that bad. I mean, I have a lava lamp. I still use it a lot. I use my like nightlight a lot. So yeah, there's a lot of things that I do like. I would say the best purchase I've made is my cooking pan. It's a Le Creuset non-stick pan, and also a oven. What's it called? How have I just forgot? Like
Oven
the
safe.
stew pots, basically ceramic pot,
Oh.
and those are just things that. Oh, I also have my air fryer. I don't
Ooh,
use my
okay.
air fryer enough,
Yeah.
but basically, I would
I know
say
someone you can send it to.
I'm into my cooking. Yeah, it's just like things that I can keep for, I guess, like even to the next generation if I keep taking care of it, which I will. Those
True.
would be my top purchases.
Nice, Rye.
I have to
there
say
we go.
air fryer as well.
Air fryer, interesting. And then worst purchase, unless that is your worst
And
purchase.
my worst purchase is a rodent trap. That's scuffed
Oh,
as
really?
fuck.
A rodent trap.
Oh, did you get your
Did it
toe
just,
stuck
like-
in it?
Yeah, it's not a trap at all.
It does
they
not
keep
work.
they keep getting the bait.
Oh,
It's
you're getting
literally just, like-
outsmarted by like
So you're
mice and
just-
rats and stuff.
Those little
It's just like a
fuckers, man.
mouse mat on.
You're just feeding the mice.
Yeah, he's just constantly. It's a
Uh.
buffet for them every single day. Yeah.
They're like
That's
eating
actually
the bait
hilarious.
in the actual trap, and then they're just like walking outside after it.
It's like a bed for them.
It's actually pretty funny.
Oh god.
All right.
That's
Oh my god, Max, I
Ooh.
don't think you said any answer yet.
yeah. Worst thing I've ever bought. I don't know. There's been a lot of things that I've wasted. So many things. You know when you go to the flea market or a second-hand shop and you just see something. That would be. Yeah, sure. Why not? Sure, why not? I have so much random crap like that.
Holy shit, you just reminded me of this purchase that I made. In like Hong Kong you have like ladies market. That's where
Right.
you have all the visitors go to, and there's like a bunch of stores.
Yeah.
I bought a USB
Yeah.
from there. It was a Batman USB.
Why
The
this-
Batman part, the body part was too big, so that it wouldn't fit on any part of the USB area. So it just
What?
wouldn't work. And then I found a part which it did fit, and there was no space in it, and it just it just didn't work at all. So that would be my worst purchase.
Amazing. Man, I don't know. The one that's like stuck in my head is there was this guy I used to buy like camera stuff from on our flea market, and I have some of like my favorite cameras from him, but he blagged me into basically buying a boatload of his stuff all at once, and one of those things was this enormous slide projector, and it's I got rid of it eventually. I just took out like any useful parts like motors or whatever, and I sold them to someone. But the projector itself weighed about 15 kilos, maybe more, and I never used it because it just did not work. It was just rusted as fuck inside. It was pointless. So I'm gonna go with that one, because oh my god, best thing I've ever bought though. Man, I couldn't even use it as a paperweight. It would have broken my desk. It was ridiculous. Free rust. The best thing I ever bought would have to be, either my first proper digital camera, because that was like me knowing that that was my thing, or I got a really good deal on a lens. It should have been like €1,000, and I got it for like 500, 450, 500. So probably that, and I love that lens, so I'll probably go with that. I think.
Pog, Cool.
I have a good one and two really bad ones, so I'm gonna start with the good one first. The good one was definitely spending more than €10 on a chair where I sit on 5 hours a day.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Like my back feels so much better. Everything feels better.
Were you sitting on like a wooden chair or something, or?
I used to wooden or plastic or like very old office chairs.
Okay.
Rai's just crying. And he's
Dude,
still on
it's
a
bad.
plastic chair.
It's bad. But yeah, that's definitely my best one. Absolutely. My worst one is kind of tied between either probably my card concert ticket for 2020 because that never happened and it was a small company.
Oof.
They never gave me the money back and it was a VVIP ticket. So
Oof.
nice one.
Ooh, pain.
Oh, that
Absolute
hurts.
pain.
Yeah, above 200. But yeah. And the other one is even worse, actually. I think. I decided to want to do a license for a car, like a few years ago, and I walked into the office. I registered. I was like, okay, I'm gonna do this. Let's go. I was like kind of starting to have some doubts in the talk. I was like, do I really need it right now? And then I still signed anyway. And then I walked out, and the instant I walked out, I was like, fuck, I don't even want to do it right now. So I had to literally pay the entry fee, which in this country right now in Germany is, I think, €350, and I never did it.
Ow.
Yeah.
Ow, yeah, that's a pretty good. I mean, it's a bad one, but that's a good one.
Yeah.
Wow.
I feel bad.
Wowie.
I
Wow.
don't even want to think
My
about
God.
it.
It's alright. Do you get to like go back to it? You know, show them that you never actually did do it because of all that COVID stuff.
What do you mean?
Like, can you be like,
You want to
I
prove
never
it to
actually
them?
got
Or?
to. Yeah, like you never got the experience of doing it. Was it because of you or was it because of COVID?
No, because of me. It was like a few years ago. I was just not thinking I would need a car license, and I was like too lazy to do it. And then I was like, fuck, I do it. I'm not doing it.
And now you're like, you want to do it or you don't?
I mean, it depends. Sometimes I do want to, but I don't really need it. And then sometimes when I do want to, I think about the experience that I had, and I was like,
You don't
think
want to go
about it
through
twice.
that again. Yeah.
Yeah, think about it more than once, please.
Jen, any
Jen, yeah.
Yeah.
any
Jen's got one, and I
one-uppers?
think
First of all, I want to ask when will you have some more damn topics so I can join more often?
That's true. So I can talk to.
we have a bunch of stuff coming.
Yeah, but I'll be quick on this one. My best purchase would be Luna albums. My worst purchase, my Blackpink albums, and my idol. I want to cancel.
Whoa!
Apparently, being
God,
cancelled
ooh.
is how you become a host on this one.
Oh
So we're gonna
my.
see idol
Yeah,
albums too.
Perma hosting now. Yep.
Anyone want to buy
We're
my
in.
idol albums?
Whoa! You
Whoa.
just randomly opened up this chat to marketplace randomly.
Yeah.
Oh,
Scientific
Jesus
and
Christ.
marketplace.
Does anyone does anybody want to
Any
buy
Yuki
Jen's album
biases?
so that he can buy more Luna?
More Luna, yeah. It's a trade offer. Oh
I mean,
my
there's
God.
always
Yeah.
marketplace, so you know you can use that.
Holy smokes.
Ooh.
Wow, that was not what I was expecting. Grizz, do you
No,
have
not at
anything?
all.
Oh, I got plenty.
Wait, can I take a guess, Grizz? Your best one is going to university.
It's really hard to hear you, by the way.
You are really quiet.
Is this any better?
Yeah,
Yes.
way better, way better.
Yes.
Better.
All right. Best purchases. For me, I think university is one of them, but real estate's probably a better one because I went in and I got a house fresh out of college, which I thought was like cool.
Nice.
I moved to meet a bunch of the post-grad frat kids into it,
Nice.
so that was nice. Worst purchase. Every time I buy jewelry, I think it's like a bad purchase. Like literally, Literally
Yeah.
today, I went out and there was like sales going on because of Mother's Day, and I'm like, you know what?
Right? Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not gonna get my parents any jewelry. I'm gonna buy myself some new earrings. So I spent like $300 just now, literally just now before joining this podcast. I spent like 370 on some earrings. So I'm stupid. Like
And you're
that.
looking at them and going, yeah, no,
But
fuck
It's
that.
actually
Yeah,
funny that you
You
bring
still
that
go
up.
back into it, like you know that's your worst purchase, but you still continue to do it.
Oh, every single time. Well, here's the
Oh,
thing.
yeah, 100%.
I have a problem where it's if I ask for a gift from someone, I'll get
I
that
have a problem.
I'll get that gift from like everybody that I know. So if I say like I want a watch, I'll get like 4 watches.
Wait, people get you watches? I'm like a pair of socks, and they give me socks. Like, what?
Yeah,
You-
I don't know how to explain it. A
If
lot of
you
the girls I'm cool with are like really attentive and they're like cool about gifting and stuff like that. Mostly because like when we were in college still, I'd pay for like everything because Grizz's weird past gave him a lot of money.
Mhm.
So it's like pay back the guy who was just there for you. Uh, and it's cool, but when I want like small things like hey, I want to get a pair of earrings, I don't want someone pulling up with like 5 pairs of earrings and they all look the fucking same, right?
Right.
I literally got
Yeah.
I literally got 2 watches in the exact same watch, same color, same cut, everything from 2 different girls once, and I was just like, fuck, okay, I can't do this.
just sell one. It's fine.
I ended up giving one to a sibling.
Oh.
I was like, dude, you want to watch? Here's a watch.
I mean, that's
It
alright. That's a
works,
much
it
better
works.
solution to selling the shit that bought you.
Yeah, it
I mean-
honestly works. Like at least you have the alternative, right? Like you at least have some way of turning it from, like Mamek said, either selling it or just leaving it in the box or whatever to collect dust. At least you can give
Returning
it to other
it.
people
Oof.
or. I mean, sometimes they give you the
Yeah,
receipt, right?
I think the reason why I think why I consider jewelry a really bad investment though is because like you find yourself in situations like I did previously where like people know you have stuff on you or like you're carrying
Yes.
expensive bags and you get robbed.
Yes.
Like
Yeah.
yeah, I got pulled up on because I was carrying like a dumbass expensive bag full of stuff in it. It had like a laptop and a couple grand worth of jewelry, but I got fucking stabbed for it. Like that's how you know it's like, I probably shouldn't be spending too much on stuff that can get taken from you instantly.
Just because it's shiny.
Mm-hmm.
Shiny equals target, bro.
Yeah.
Shiny.
I mean,
target.
my thing is analog cameras, so like vintage photography stuff. I use pretty much all of it, but not enough of it to justify how much I've realistically bought, and some of it is just trash. Quite honestly, 'cause it's you buy something and someone's like, "Hey, do you want this as well?" And you're like, yeah, sure. So that's like my equivalent thing where I have a problem. I need help.
Not gonna lie, I
Oh,
feel
yeah.
validated by you, Grizz, when you said that you went shopping because of Mother's Day. I do that all the time. Like all these like Valentine's Day,
Seasonal
Mother's
holidays,
Day,
yeah.
like Christmas. I'm like, you know what? You know, sometimes I want to spoil other people, but it's me day today. Like I need a new like ring. I need this. I need that. Like, oh my god, I feel so validated
Exactly.
by you. Like,
I
holy
bought
smokes.
myself like a nice ass belt right now for like 130. I got
Yeah.
a cool pair of earrings. Yeah, I came out
Bro,
of that
calm
store
down.
nice.
It's like a chocolate.
Calm
It's like the chocolate explosion where it's like post Easter, post Christmas, or any other religious holiday that has food or anything like that.
Yeah.
People just go nuts with like chocolates galore. Like it's things to that end as well. Oh,
I haven't
yeah,
bought
I
anything for
love
myself in a
holidays.
long time.
I never
I think-
understood that. I don't like chocolate at all.
What?
You like coffee, but you don't like chocolate? I feel like
Interesting.
they're such a nice pairing with each other. You
No. Like it's like I ate a lot during my childhood.
I see.
So much so that I
Ours is-
hate it now.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Dark chocolate
Uzi
makes
has
me sneeze
no-
every time.
What?
Sorry.
What?
Strong like nosy feelings
Oh, okay.
from like
Yeah,
dark
yeah, yeah.
chocolate makes me sneeze.
Interesting.
Are
I don't
you?
know, yeah.
Sorry, did you say you're allergic or?
No, I'm not allergic at all. I'm allergic to a couple things. I started developing allergies recently,
Mhm.
like for melons and eggplants and whatnot. But I never had that before. Yeah, I mean, I really like
Weird.
dark chocolate, so I'd be very happy with that.
Are a lot of
I was gonna.
are a lot of Chinese dishes made with eggplant or?
There are some, yeah, really good ones, that have eggplant in it. There's like eggplants with
Nothing.
vinegar and garlic.
Mhm.
That's like a main one. It's a very simple
As
dish, but yeah.
eggplant is good.
Eggplants with minced pork, a bit of soy sauce, and a bit of vinegar, and a bit of sugar.
Mhm.
That's also very nice. Right, yeah, but you know, there's a lot of things. I was gonna say because with the chat about gifts and things, I know we're probably ending quite soon,
This could be
but
last topic. It's fine.
yeah. Do you think you're an
I
easy
kind of
person
wanna.
to get gifts for?
Who are you? Are you? Is this a
No, just
general question?
everyone. Yeah, general.
See, it's
Yeah.
like that saying where it's like.
I want to extend the question.
Okay, go for it.
Aside from that, what Tato said, I wanna ask what actual thing that you wanna buy, if you
Okay.
can buy. For me personally, it's a watch. You know it, Chris.
Oh, you're talking about like what is your
Oh,
ideal
I
gift?
saw.
Like, oh, okay,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
understand. I understand. So for me personally, no, because it's like I'm one of those people where it's like just get me whatever, and I'm happy with it because there's still the thought, I guess. I don't really have an ideal gift because I don't expect people to go like above and beyond. Like I don't know what Grizz is on. I don't know what on earth he's going through where he has like 50,000 people giving him watches. Maybe Rai wants his secret, but like for me at least, it's just like if you're just giving a gift that I don't even expect, like you're fine.
Yeah, I agree with that as well.
Mm.
It's also that thing where it's like sometimes you have everything that you want, and it's like, what more could I ask for, type of thing.
That's what I'm on a lot of the time.
Yeah.
Because like I don't need stuff,
Right.
but I have friends who like they want to give you things, so
Mm.
you hit them with like a very explicit answer, like I want this, and then you tell that to one person and everyone talks, so like everyone hears that thing, and no one realizes someone else is
Everybody's
going to
heard it.
get it.
Oh,
Yeah, so it's easier when you say some shit like, "Oh, give me a candle," and then you get like 40 candles. Then, "Hey, I want a watch," and you tell that to one person, and you end up with like 6 watches,
Your
right? Because then you're
goddamn
just sitting there
candle
like, "I."
cupboard is ridiculous.
Yeah, it's pretty yikes. I feel like I'm easy to buy gifts for in that sense, but I also feel really really bad getting gifts. And most of the time now, like when I go shopping or when I go out with people, I don't even buy stuff for myself. I'm buying stuff for like a bunch of other people because I just don't like picking up a bunch of things because I know if I
You're
need
more of a
something,
giver.
yeah, I know if I need something, like I got it. But also like if I wanted something but didn't like want to get it for myself, I could probably just like put the word out in the grapevine and it'd get back to me.
Yeah. I think I really agree with what Ade just said. You know, when you get money as a gift, it's like, sure, you know, you're getting something, but is it really something that
You want?
If
Yeah.
I've said just give me, then if I get anything that's not just money, it is so annoying because it's like there's probably a reason that I've said to just give me the money, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Because yeah, it's like you can get anything you want, but it's also like sometimes like most of the things that I want, I would never ask someone to buy for because it's too expensive. You know, it's like what are
Yeah.
the things that I want?
Yeah, for
Maybe a
real.
new camera would be nice, or maybe a new laptop. I'm not gonna ask someone for a laptop. So if you just give me money, then that can go towards buying the thing. And then if enough people give me money, then it's like everybody bought one big present together, right?
Mm.
But at the same time, it's like if I prefer like either things that obvious thought has gone into, or it's like handmade stuff. You know, so it's like every year for like Christmas, like my mom and my sister draws something of us, and that's nice. That's cool.
Yeah.
And also my sister buys me slipper socks with penguins on because that's now become a thing, and I like that. You know,
Like penguin heads or?
The reason I ask that question is because whenever my parents like ask me, I'm like, I don't mind, just give me anything. They'll complain about
Yeah.
it. Like,
Yeah, I
what
think
do you want? I'm like,
I think
I don't want anything. But you're asking me to give you something specific. So when I do ask you something specific, they'll be like, Wait, that's too much. That's why I didn't ask. I didn't tell you to give me that.
That's why I didn't ask, because the things that I want are not things that somebody else gets for you. Or if they do, it's like, wow, that's
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Like I
'Cause I
100% agree with. Oh, sorry to cut you off, but I 100%
No,
agree
you, no,
with
you go,
that.
you go.
Where it's like you don't really find a need for it at the time off, and then you start to have appreciation for the gift because you're like, oh, you know what? It's actually a practical thing I could use. Versus like money is like, unless you obviously you stated that you need it or something like to that end, it's just like, okay, now what? You know, like
no, yeah. It's like I say, like I'm never gonna be upset at
Right.
anything that someone gets me. Like there is pretty much no chance that happens. Like I'm always happy to get
Mhm.
whatever, as long as it's like there was thought that went into it.
100%, and that's why like when I'm gifting things away, I try to put as much thought or meaning behind it because I think things too often are given out of just for the sake of giving it to someone, you know, like just as a gift. So when I'm personally giving something to you know, friends, GF, things to the end, I try to have meaning to it. And like recently, like Grizz was going on and on and on about the sales with me, and like I don't know, dude. I've been capitalizing on these sales, and I'm like stockpiling. You know, I'm like, oh, you know what? Like my
This is
GF
gonna
would
be
like
useful for
this. Well, I'm the type of
for
person to like.
birthdays time.
I'm the type of person to spoil someone rather than want to get spoiled, and I feel like that kind of contributes into that like mindset of like, what is your ideal gift? You know, like if you don't really have an ideal gift in mind, I feel like you're the type to spoil others, so to speak, or you're probably a good gift giver versus like you want to have something in return type of thing.
Yeah.
It also
it's like
it gets you ready for things like sales, right? Because like Krim was saying, you could pick up all your Christmas gifts in like February after Valentine's, basically.
Well, for me at least, they have this like new like I guess I'm gonna talk specifics here, but they have this new collection of something that like that my GF would really like or appreciate, right? So I'm like, oh, you know what? Might as well get it when it's on fucking sale rather than like high price later. Like it doesn't make any sense, right? Like it honestly does not make any sense to get these things later on in the year, at least in my opinion. Mark, welcome to the stage. Do you have a varying
Hi.
opinion? Who would have guessed that this topic, by the way, would be so intense, Tato?
Yeah, no, I was expecting like a short.
It's a good time. I mean, I
10
kind of want to
minutes,
talk
but-
on and on and on about it. It's really good. It's a
Yeah.
really good, nice
Started
topic.
this.
I have no idea what the starting thing was, but I think like when someone is nice, when someone is worth giving a gift to, when they're down to earth, when they're this, when they're that, I think that's when you start to get creative with your gifts, and that's when you start to think of meaning
It's
behind
the
it.
thought that counts, really.
Oh, 100%. And I think that thought should be echoed into what you give. That's why, like Mamek was saying, you know, money sometimes is not the best type of gift, because when you have that thought and you're like, you know what, money or whatever, it's just like, whatever. Like you can give $5 to someone and it's going to mean the same to them as someone who gave 10 to them. But if you give them something, you know, just as an example, to cope with anxiety, to cope with this, to cope with that, it's way easier because then there's thought, there's meaning there, and then you know, I don't know, there's an emphasis behind feelings as well when it comes to significant others and gifts to them, I guess.
And I hate the opposite of that.
You hate
They
the
give
opposite
you
of
a
that.
gift, and then it's something like I owe you something now because you gave me a
That's
gift.
I don't really
That's
have
so
that feeling
annoying.
personally, but I understand where you're coming from. Where it's like you expect them. See, that's the thing, and I've had people like talk to me about it as well before, where it's like, why are you giving me this? Like, I could never repay you, and it's like, I don't want you to repay me. Like, just knowing you is enough, you know, type of thing. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's like this weird parallel between like people feeling like they owe you something, and it's like sometimes
mean, in
people need to realize
Cantonese-
they're enough.
In Cantonese, there's this thing which is like a calculating person. I don't think it translates very well, but someone that like thinks of everything that you've done to them in the past, whether it be negative or positive. They remember every single detail, and then they're like, "Oh, you remember like back then you get like I gave you this gift, or I gave you this amount of money. Can you give me back like 25-20 back again?"
Mhm.
Or you know, where's my gift? You know, you should be getting the same thing back to me.
Right, but that's more like a respect type of thing, right?
Not quite respect, but more like, you know, you are counting every single part of what they are giving you, and you expect the exact same thing back. I don't think it's quite
It's like something
gift-giving
you receive,
culture.
so you'll be giving.
It's like
Yeah, but
it's like
being gaigao isn't a good thing. Like being calculating. I wouldn't
I
say.
don't mean this by disrespect, but like being petty, I guess. Is that like kind of what you're
Kind
trying?
of.
And again, I
Yeah.
don't mean that by disrespect, but it's just like, oh yeah, you did bad to me, so I need to do bad to you. I did good to you, so you need to do good to me, like type of thing.
Kind of.
I'm petty.
Yeah.
Are you? I honestly, I don't think I'm the petty type. I'm like, okay, whatever. Like it happens.
I
think
am
about
petty as
petty.
shit, and I don't think anybody
I'm
here
so
would
petty.
disagree with that.
I'm just like,
I'm a petty ass
Yeah,
motherfucker.
you are pretty.
if I got wronged before, I'm just gonna be like, you know what? I'll give you benefit of the doubt, I guess.
Mm.
Yeah.
I'm just like,
I
maybe
mean,
it's
you know.
naive, maybe it's like not being petty. I don't know.
I mean,
Like, I don't hold grudges necessarily, but I can be incredibly petty sometimes. I see no shame in this. There's no shame in being a petty ass bitch, you know.
mm. I mean, you probably you're like, oh, he's talking about being a teacher again. I don't know. But like, you can't really be petty as a teacher. I feel like, you can't go into every lesson being like, oh my god, it's this student again. Oh, I'm gonna have to deal with them this lesson and that lesson. It's just like really tough
Right.
already. Yeah. I don't
Actually, I have a huge appreciation for teachers. So like, I don't know. You have to deal with people. You have to deal with kids on a daily basis. Sometimes, every other day. It's
I mean, sometimes I definitely want to punt some kids.
whoa,
Playground,
whoa,
but like, wait, shit.
Facts.
Whoa,
I agree.
whoa,
I agree.
whoa,
I'm not a
whoa,
teacher,
whoa,
but
whoa.
yeah, I get it.
Time
Like,
to call the police.
sometimes, yeah, but like, I'm never gonna do it.
whoa.
It's
These-
just
these
like they're really
hypotheticals.
frustrating sometimes. Yeah, hypothetical.
Just
you know?
hypothetically speaking,
Hypothetically,
you're gonna punch
if
a
you were
kid.
a teacher, then
You
hypothetically.
just
No,
come
not
along on the
punch,
playground
punt.
and just
Punt
start
is like
hitting
kick them
everyone.
into the
Whoa,
sky.
whoa.
No, I
Hey
think
you,
it's
come on.
He's just talking to the rodent that left the trap. He's like, "Come on, get back here with the bacon." He's like, "Come back here with that bacon." It took me such a long time. It took me such a long time to grab. But no, I think we're good though. I just want to thank everyone for coming out. Thank you to everyone who listened with us throughout the last 2 hours or so. We kind of went
Did
off.
Mark get to speak?
Oh, actually, no, you
No, he
didn't.
didn't.
Mark, go ahead.
No.
Sorry, we'll finish it off on you,
That's
Mark,
okay.
and then.
I
Sorry, go
just
ahead.
wanted to let you guys finish. So I just wanted to say, first of all, I'm like not an easy person to buy gifts for, because every time my friends ask me what they should get me and they ask for what I like, I just usually say music. And like that's a very like wide topic to get gifts for, and I personally feel like I have everything I need for it. Like I'm happy with my ukes or my
Your
guitar or my
ukes.
piano,
Yeah.
my ukes, my ukuleles. But like in terms of gifts, kind of funny that no one mentioned it yet, because I'm like the person that rather spends quality time on like something like birthdays or something than actually getting
100%.
gifts.
Yeah.
Like if people ask me, yo, what should I get you for your birthday? Like, come over, we can drink some orange juice together.
Yeah, I don't think you're drinking orange juice, but I don't think.
Apple juice.
Yeah,
Apple
I don't
juice.
think
I mean-
anyone. I don't think you're on. Trust me, I've drank apple juice and orange juice with friends while they're drinking. It's not a fun experience.
No, I
It's
mean, I can
not
say there will definitely be orange juice in that glass, but it's probably not the only thing.
Yeah, true,
No.
true.
But yeah.
1%
I think
orange
I don't
juice.
know if it's like an unpopular opinion, but like I don't know. For me, it's definitely rather spending quality time with friends than
Yeah.
getting
no,
gifts.
100%.
Like money is always nice, you know. But
You might as well just throw your PayPal out there at this point.
yeah, but like I can't buy like experiences or emotional moments with my friends. Like
Yeah.
So that's your love language, right? Like quality time is your love language.
yeah.
Yes.
I think
Definitely.
my love language is different from my friend's language.
Yeah, 100%
makes sense.
same. Yeah.
So
My
with
voice
friends,
gets so
obviously,
soft.
it's not like physical touch with friends. I'm not much of a hugger with friends. But
Oh.
Oh,
with-
you're
Oh, I
telling
am
me you're
very
telling me you're not
languages
hugging the
and love
boys?
language.
Oh, come on.
No, love
You don't kiss the
language
boys
would be
goodnight?
Yeah, tuck them
Physical
in.
touch. Physical touch with it would
No,
be
man,
mine. Anyway, this is
I'm
like
hugging
another
everyone.
chat.
I feel like
another
I feel like
topic
maybe
for
that's a
another day.
Western concept because like in like Southeast Asia, like they have that like physical touch aspect. It's not like you know, like a straight, you know, gay, bi type of vibe or anything like that, like I guess would be seen in like NA or, you know, some parts of EU. But it definitely is like a part of their culture. It's kind of intrinsically like valued over there. For here, it's like pretty normalized, like physical touch. I'm not talking about like, yeah, no, I'm grabbing my friend's thigh or something like that. I'm just talking about like,
Well,
I'm just saying like,
I was.
you know, like putting your arm on your boy or like, you know, giving him a
mean,
handshake or.
Boy.
if we're talking
Yeah, I mean,
about
I
East
agree.
versus West,
Mark, why are you
you know,
getting so
you have
excited?
the whole onsen idea.
I don't know.
And
Oh
like
yeah,
sauna
onsens,
idea.
yeah, right.
That's like a completely different culture. In the West, you would not, for example, numerous naked people like going into an
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
onsen together. I don't think.
Wait. So Tato,
Wait,
you're telling.
what?
Hold on, Tato. So you're
Whoa,
telling me
whoa,
you
whoa.
don't want to go to KCON New York sauna?
Oh, I mean, I'd be down if it
No.
was with you guys, you know.
Yeah,
I
of
mean-
course.
There we go.
Ooh.
Right,
I'm
I think
interested.
Don't wanna
Okay.
go to the
time
sauna?
we finish.
Oh my god, someone who's gonna be watching this later is gonna be like, "What the hell was the topic again?" They're like, "What was the question?" We somehow went from.
It's like going back to the topic. The best present that I've ever had wasn't even the topic, but whatever. But one of the best presents was this year. My mom got me a boba tea kit, so it's literally
Okay.
just like
Oh,
the-
yeah,
the-
I mean, you've been posting about that every.
You make the pearls yourself,
Wait.
or
No, I've tried to make the pearls myself, and the reason that mom got me the kit is because I cannot get the ratio right with
oh, okay.
the flour and the water, and I just fuck it up, so I've given up. And this comes with, like, you know, the cup and the straws and the pearls, and it has the powder, so it's very dehydrated, powdery milk protein, I guess, and tea. And the other was like, I don't know why, apparently it's like a tradition to get people like a pen on their 21st. It's like at 18 you get something, and then on your 21st you get a pen. I don't like using pens because my handwriting is tiny and shit. But I love using pencils, so I got a really nice heavy metal and resin mechanical pencil, and it is the best thing that I own. It is absolutely fantastic. It feels amazing. Someone was like, "Why did you get an expensive mechanical pencil?" I was like, "We'll use it." And then they did, and they're like, "Oh yeah, no, I completely get it." It's, oh, I love that thing. So there you go.
All right. And again, we kind of are over, so I just want to get some final thoughts here on everything that we talked about, unless you guys have some other opinions here.
I want to answer since I wasn't here
Okay.
on the first quarter of the topics. Oh,
Are you answering or?
Yeah, I was waiting for you.
oh yeah. Like the groups that I think will disband will be CLC
Yep.
and what else was the topic?
We had hold on, I have to check my notes here. It was thoughts on Last Dance, thoughts on chanting choruses like Mafia, and then favorite debut.
Last
Just if you could quickly give me those bullet times, because I don't think we have a lot of time to go over everything.
it'll be Last Dance is an interesting song, but it's, you know, you get the vibe that it's Idol, but it's still a different producer. But I like it, but in a way, it's not something I'd like to uh rehear most often.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
All right. Well, thank you, Rai. Hopefully, we see you not pass out during the recording of the next episode. That was fun.
Dude, I fell asleep 30 minutes before this started.
It's okay. It's okay. I'll remind you next time. But I want to thank everyone for coming out right now. Thank you all for listening. Yeah. Oh, sorry, Wilgie. I know you have your hand up. I'll quickly invite you, I guess. Sorry, I don't know how long that's been up, or if that was a bug or anything. Wilgie, quick.
Yeah, it hasn't been up long. I don't really have anything to say. I just promised Enrico to say hi, so hello.
Oh, hello. All right, and with that, we
Check,
are going
check,
to
check.
come this episode to a close then. This is episode 2. If you wish to watch it in its entirety, if you missed out any parts, definitely go to our YouTube channel. If you're wondering where you can find all of those details, please go to server announcements. It is literally the most recent post here. We will be posting again when we go live, or when we plan to go live, about on Tuesday. So that is going to be this upcoming Tuesday. Other than that, you expect also the video to be posted on Tuesday, or the VOD at least. Other than that, I want to thank everyone for coming up today, everyone for participating, giving us your thoughts, giving us your topics. If you have any topics that you want us to think about or talk about for the next episode, please DM me or DM Tato, Rai, or Mamek, because we will be eager just to see what you guys want to talk about. But thank you guys very, very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.
See ya.
I also wanted to say, in addition to any suggestions for topics, always, improvements on what you think can be
Right.
talked about, or like, more of, less of, for example, would also be very helpful for the future.
100%.
Yeah.
All right.
I think Mark would like us to play some Gartic Phone as well now. I'm going to play for a bit, but if anyone wants to come join us now, you can move to gaming chat, and then other than that, I think that's about it.
All right. We'll see everyone in gaming
Thanks for
chat for
listening.
those of
Thanks
you
for
who are
talking.
interesting. Peace.